quieter.
A little bit. The hype comes first.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Where's Chrome? Where's my Chrome?
It's right there.
Okay, now it should allow me to... Yes. Yes. We might actually be live right now. It's time to check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got the notification.
Neat.
Let me hear. Let's hear how we sound. It's time to check. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the
Oh,
notification.
wonderful.
Let me hear. Let's hear how we sound. All right. Rue, talk. I want to hear how you sound. And now Rios, talk. Let me hear how you sound. Kirby guy is in instantly.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
They're just like, I've been summoned.
Okay, I got it. So Rios's audio is not picking up on the live stream. That's because we changed the output.
Ow.
That's fine. We can fix it. Talk now, Rios. Beautiful.
Words.
Should be
hello.
working. Let's make sure. Kirby guy, you're the real one, honestly. Would.
What?
Yeah, really.
Stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little
Rios,
running gag. Yeah, running gag. It's just,
I'm sorry. It came out of nowhere.
So the Kirby guy is awesome. Okay, like he's been with us ever since we started pumping out 100 Girlfriends content. He came out of the ether. Like I don't even know. Honestly, Kirby guy, had you watched any of other shit like Chainsaw Man or anything, or was it just you saw 100 Girlfriends and you were like finally? And we're the only, as far as I know, we're only the second YouTuber that does reviews for this. There's one other guy that I know of.
Yes, very nice.
So yeah, the idea of this stream. Oh, I haven't even gotten the fucking thing up yet.
Wow.
That's fine. That's the point of a live stream. So the idea of this stream, friendos, is I got my buddy Rue here. Hello. And they finished the manga in like a week because they're disgusting.
Hey.
And they don't know how to pace themselves.
I locked in. I was sucked into the manga and got really excited.
Yeah, you know, and
sucks you in, you know.
it sucks you in, you get excited, and then you come all over the place. I understand. That's on the stream right now. Hey everyone, hey stream, check this out. Doxed. Okay. Is it this last one you sent right before Saki? Oh my god, Rue, disgusting.
Crunchy neck.
Yeah. All right. Are they going to be in order? Probably not.
Ow.
Yes, this is our last one.
Incredible.
Read what I put for Rintaro.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right.
So I need to
Thank
get them.
God.
All right, help me with the order now. So we go. Obviously, it's Pinky. Wait, how do I? Can I just put them back? Or oh no, how do we? There's got to be a reset button, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What is wrong with
Sorry.
you? Oh, reset. Reset.
okay.
Yes.
Reset.
No, but they're not gonna be in the right order. There's no way.
Fuck.
Yep, I knew it. God damn it. All right, help me order this. So we got Pinky. We got
All right,
Karane.
all right.
Here we go. I got it. What's up?
No.
Okay, I got
Shizuka. Well,
Help me find
we
her.
gotta
Yeah,
we
well,
gotta
let-
get Karane
let Rue do it.
first. For a second.
He gotta prove his one of her girlfriend's street cred by like correctly ordering.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try to correct.
Nano.
Nano, where are you, Nano? Okay.
Okay. And then Hakari.
The
I'm
mom.
sorry, Kusuri, yep.
Yeah, no, we all like to forget about Kusuri. I've forgotten. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
okay, and then the mom.
Yep.
And then the cousin's later. Then
Karumi.
Iku. Really? It's not Iku?
Yeah.
Kurumi.
No. Yeah.
Yep. Hakari, Karumi.
Oh, the foodie. Yes.
Yeah.
Where is she? There she is.
Yep. And then May.
The mom. Then the maid,
Yep,
and then
Maid.
the foodie,
There
right?
she is.
I mean, and then Iku. I mean,
Yes, and then Iku.
Bing. Bong. I hate it. Okay.
There you go.
And then after Iku, dumb
Mimi.
beautiful girl.
Me.
Yep.
Damn.
Dumb beautiful girl. We already know my opinions on this. No
Yeah.
spoilers. Okay.
And then
Is it cousin time?
May.
Oh, May.
Cute little knitter. I love that. Knitting girl.
Hey, no spoilers on your opinions. And then cousin.
Chio.
That's cousin.
Yeah. Which.
And that'll be season 2. There's your season 2 right there, by the way. Okay, after cousins, this is where I have no concept of the order anymore.
Yeah. Sorry. I got
If you need a call friend, I'm right here.
Oh, America! It's America time. Are you double check? Are you cross referencing this, Rios? All right, thank you.
Yeah.
God, fucking damn it. Okay, after America, we have
Yamame.
Massage Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she?
Actually, we have the Mountain Girl.
Yeah, Mountain Girl. That's Yamame.
Oh, rip. Thank you for cross-referencing. Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
And she's after America.
I'm so used to the black and white.
Yeah. I didn't know her hair was green for a long time too. And then Massage Girl.
And then Momiji. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck is she? Oh, there she is. Then
Yaku.
the grandma.
Yes.
Okay, where is she? There she is. Then Kishika. I love her so much.
And then Aishi.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Best
girl.
Best girl.
Is Akko just a nickname then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Her name is
you can call me Aku. I'm like,
Ruby or something.
I took that shit and I was like, that's just her name now. There she is.
When we do that 100 girlfriends card stream, you're gonna have to figure out her actual name.
Uto.
Oh, there she is. Wait, hold on. Where are we going? Let me find her. Give me a second. I'm not a fake fan. Is she in here? Oh no, am I? Oh yeah, I forgot. Her color art looks so different because
she's not in her.
Yeah.
Outfit.
What is Uto without her bard outfit?
And then Mai.
Oops, I put her. The dumb second maid.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
And then Momoha, the teacher.
Criminal.
Yeah. the drunk.
We appreciate her though.
Rin.
Violencio. Yeah.
Yep. Violin and violence. And then Sue.
Ooh! Stinky. She has stinky vibes.
Era.
Oh, yep, she's already there.
Wonderful. And then Tama.
Oh, praise be.
Himika. The singer.
Kanye West. Brit.
Matsuri.
Brit.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, now we got to start adding pictures.
Oh god.
Okay, Rios, can you send me a picture of the bunny girl, of the author, and of the delinquent? You already got the delinquent, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe I called that shit.
In the meantime, let me see what Kirby guy is saying, if anything. It's like, I apologize, but no, I'm only in for 100. No, that's fine, dude.
Oh, thanks, Luke.
That's all. Luke is in the building. Hello, Luke. That's fine, Kirby guy. I just wanted to know if you saw the bat signal in the air and you came, you know.
I just saw the notification. What's popping?
What's popping? Don't mind me just watching. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. The hope is that this one won't be as long as our 6-hour one, because Rue is a little bit more of a succinct sort of guy. I fixed it. Guy, hold on. Guy should be gender neutral term. I call everyone yeah.
Because of the patriarchy, basically.
Facts. You know, when he's right, he's right. Oh, my slurplers, dude. Give them to me. Give them to me. I love them so much. I love them. Okay. Sorry about that. It's a live stream, which means the nice thing about live streams is professionalism doesn't need to exist. You know, you can just kind of be like, "Hold on, guy." You know, every streamer starts and then chills for like an hour before they actually start streaming.
Is the name of the game.
How do I add a new one? Thank you. I'm gonna fucking All right. Boom. Woo. Beautiful. That's the right order too, I think.
Right?
I just gotta get Chad Taro at the end.
Yeah, Sheena, Meru, and Saki.
God, look at how we're so full of girls. You could fit so many girls in this manga. All right, let me just fix these.
Slaps the hood. You can fit
so many girls. All right, Shaboom.
Yes.
Shabip.
Yeah.
Shabop. Thank you so much for your input. Shadip. Grigrop. We gotta add two more tiers. One at the bottom, one at the top, and you'll see why. I have a plan. Can you fucking... Oh, right, I forgot. I always think that's how you do it. Hetero blue, not green though. Don't make it green. I don't want it. Wait, ew. No, fix. Stop. Okay, so this would be F, so stinky, gross, like gray. I don't know. I feel like these colors are wrong. I feel like the colors should be in reverse.
Yeah, definitely.
So many things to fix. Okay. I hope you guys are like, jacking off while you're watching this stream or something. Well, because it's just like, it's kind of boring. They should be multitasking,
This isn't fucking like OnlyFans or something, or like
it could
like
be.
Fansly.
PayPal me $100 right now. You'll get dick.
I condone.
$100? Now, honestly, I say that, but no, I'd be too nervous. Wait, let me get a hard first.
No, I'm a grower, not a shower.
I think we're all... Well, Rue? Grower? Shower? Where are we at?
Depends on how cold it is,
Yeah. Ranking our dick sizes among the three of us?
We have to get like standard temperature to make sure that all the all the preconditions are like accounted for, so we don't have to like there's no
it must be the perfect
crying
angle.
to the ref. Make sure you measure from like the root.
That's facts. You got to push into the fat mound a little bit, as a fat guy.
There you go.
And then there's one other thing we must do. Okay, so here's my. I have a suggestion for this because we have 3 men and a they them. There's a third man in here somewhere.
The secret third man.
Right now.
Yup. Hold on. So here's the idea, squad. We're going to have an SSS tier, triple S. Okay, and what this is going to be is if
smoking sexy style.
This is going to be if every single one of us agrees that the girl's an S tier. So if all 3 of us are like perfect girl S tier, she goes in SSS.
Okay.
Which I already know one that's going to be there, but we won't spoil.
Okay.
So yeah, let us on your sandwich and begin. So Rue, you read through. So I got you into this series. I came over. We were hanging out, and I was like, Rue, you have to watch this series. My impeccable tastes command you. One last thing. I did say I was going to tell you how I met Rios in this stream. He's the guy who drew us double teaming Makima.
That's right.
Have you seen that art?
Yeah.
Yep.
Peak. True. I mean, what a way for a friendship to begin, right? But
If only all friends would be so.
Dude, there's going to be... I like to think that, like, 20 years from now, you're going to be, like, reflecting on your life, and you're going to be like, that decision to draw that... I'm not going to...
I mean, it was...
I'm not going to sit here and say... Go ahead, sorry, please.
Yeah, it was very fortuitous because it literally only happened because I had like a 3-day weekend because of like Veterans Day or whatever.
God bless. God, thank the veterans for that picture.
Yeah.
But I want to say that, like, obviously I'm not pretending like I'm like the best thing that's ever happened to your life, but I hope I'm at least in like the top 50.
Yeah, at least recently.
Yeah, you made a new friend. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so Rue. We're going to go through. I don't want to speed run or anything. I'm hoping to do this in like 2 hours-ish or so.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go into the girl. We're going to talk about the girl.
Yep,
You give your opinions.
Oh, and the girl.
We'll chime. We'll go into the girl. We'll chime in when necessary, but I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear like scenes you liked from them. I want to hear like how you personally related to the character. Like for me, I talked about like how with Tama, I was unemployed as I was reading that. Yeah. So her like trepidation and fear about going back into the workplace really resonated with me, right?
Yeah,
Stuff like that. So we can
Mm-hmm.
start with the classic. Pinkie Pie, horny Hakari. I was there. I remember watching these intro episodes with you, and the thirst was not well hidden.
Yeah, no, it was very just immediate for Hakari. Let's see, Hakari. I relate to her a little bit, like
being horny.
Yeah, just being like in high school and like trying to be like not too horny.
That is true. We do have to remember that these characters are high schoolers, right?
Like 90% of them.
Because now it's true, not all of them. Now that I'm 30, like I'm still horny, but there's like a control. But I'm gonna get real here, and I feel like we've all had. I'm hope that this isn't like weird, you know? But like I am. Do you remember like when you first discovered like nutting and like being horny? And like I just couldn't wait to get the next nut out. You know what I mean? Like I remember riding home on the school bus, just like, I need to get home so I can masturbate. I'm not even shitting you. I was like, I remember, I part of me also misses like that because there was something kind of fun and carnal about like being that horny and like, man, the nuts you'd blast. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how, you know, that's Hakari every day. You know, I mean, this recent chapter with her like,
and
the floodgates.
She's constantly in that like, trying to hold everything back and not let everything
canonically her bloodline, all the women in her family are so horny. Her mom was so horny that she got fucking intro fertilization as like a 13-year-old.
God. Not to mention, remember that like memory that like the maid had of like Hakari showing her how to like masturbate on the corner of a table, and then that's like a fond memory between them.
Crazy. Can you imagine? Because there is this interesting fine line between like what's progressive parenting and what's CPS come in here and test. Right? Because like
there's a lot that's like over like on that side.
I mean, we know that she didn't want Hakari to like interact with men at all, so she was probably like, "You're going to masturbate your feelings away, like I've been doing for the last 10 years." But yeah, I mean, how do you feel about her? I mean, I always look at Hakari as kind of like she feels like the basic girl, you know. I mean, before I noted
she's a schemer too.
I don't not like her at all. I mean, you got to have a horny girl, but before I noted that horny was her character type, I figured that she was going to be the normal, like the straight man to Karane's tsundereness. But I think she's coming to her own, being like a rich girl and stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
Wow.
Well, it's my streamer. It's my streamer urge to fill the silence, you know. But please.
Wow. Can't even let me do my thoughts and everything. Goddamn.
I told you to pre-think when you were at work.
Yes, because I'm totally gonna think. Well,
take like college level notes like I do.
I'm sorry. Like you're preparing for a... Not anymore.
I've never been in Ohio. I just got my foot ran over by one.
Yeah.
Right, please, go.
Anyways,
Oh, and after every girl, we will read the chat, obviously. So blast the chat.
Blast the chat. Hakari. Like, I do love that she's, like, plans things out and that she does have like a lot of like a gentle side to her, not just constantly horny.
She clearly wants to be girly.
Yeah, she wants to be girly.
But insecurity around it too, right?
Yeah, the undertones there. It's like like she does have like ulterior motives for most of those things. But overall, she is like really gentle and caring and shit. So like for that, I think A.
Okay.
Because, like, even though she does, like, try to go on, like, regular dates and shit, in the end, she's like, gotta fuck.
Yeah, you know.
I'm director or whatever.
I'm curious about your thought. And, you know, Rios and I can ask you questions kind of like it. So, like, how do you... a scene that stood out to me with her, because, you know, as this series is progressing, and he's got all these girlfriends, a question that kept coming to me was like, all right, Rentaro, at some point, you do gotta fuck them. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, some of these girls really want to fuck you, and that's a part of a relationship. Some people are okay with having a relationship that doesn't have that, but some of these girls clearly really want that. So I really enjoyed the chapter where she, like, locked them in a freezer together, and finally it got, like, emotional. And she was like, Rentaro, I want this so badly.
Yeah. And
she's like crying, and she's like, why can't you give this to me?
Yeah.
And we finally, for the first time, got a bit of like Rentaro's thought process, and he basically, to just sum it up, he's like a wait till marriage guy.
Yeah.
Not even for like a religious reason. It seems I think he's just being really smart about this, where he's just like, especially also given like what happened with her mom, I'm sure that's on his mind as well. Like, I don't want you to make a decision you regret. I don't want to, you know, we're still young, and maybe they take that more seriously in Japan. I don't know, like, you know, social
definitely,
stuff.
They're a lot more conservative on that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I think Rentaro, I mean, we'll put it this way: the consummation of the marriage is going to be intense. He's going to have.
That's going to be an arc unto itself. That could be its own manga.
Each nut. Well, I don't remember, unfortunately, but in one of our reviews, I actually did the math on how much nut he would have to produce.
Oh my god, yeah, I
each
remember.
girl a nut. Right, so, like, imagine, when he's got 100 girlfriends, I googled, like, how much, like, the average amount of nut that comes out when a man nuts.
Oh my god.
And it was, like, a teaspoon or two, I don't remember. I averaged up. It was, like, from this to this, I gave Rentaro the max, because he's Chad Taro. And it was something like 2 to 4 cups of cum.
Yeah.
That he'd have to fucking blast out to give each one of them
He's
a cream
gonna have
pie.
to be like, guys, give me a couple days. Holy shit.
Yeah, really.
As Rios made a great point. Rentaro is super boyfriend. He's gonna he's gonna do
Well,
training.
then again,
he's gonna take supplements.
He's already his friend before their friend fucking left or whatever.
Yeah.
They were saying like, dude, you're
athletic.
perfect in like all the athletics, so therefore he already has a stamina and shit.
100 nuts is a lot.
Oh my, crazy.
I
Okay,
feel
yeah,
like he could like.
And Hakari's gonna want to take 10 of those.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be one of the obstacles. Yeah, like Hakari, I've already nutted you once. You gotta share some with the rest of the girls.
He has to like force her just like off, down.
Yeah.
When they live in their like perfect like mansion like polycule or whatever the fuck. I hope they get like a
Jamestown.
Yeah.
It's just
compound.
Maybe I do.
It's just gonna be her house.
I think it'd be cool if they got like a big plot of land and they all got little houses and they could travel around between their houses.
Yeah.
Like they should just buy a whole neighborhood for them. I think that'd be really cute.
just by the countryside.
Yeah, but I wanted to say though, like they're gonna have like shifts, like which girls get to fuck Rentaro on which day. Okay, Wednesday, girlfriends 10 through 20.
Oh my god.
Sunday is all Hakari. She
Oh
gets
my
a day
God.
all to herself. She needs it. She really needs this. But yeah, so like I liked that moment because it gave me the answer to a question of like, what's your thoughts on this Rentaro? But yeah, I mean, in my mind, she serves like a simple function, which is to be da horny. Any final thoughts or scenes you really liked with her or anything?
I really do enjoy like the beginning of like her and Karane trying to.
We do need to talk about the her and Karane lesbian arc.
I mean, they're basically a package deal almost.
I just love like how her and Karane, when they first met Rentaro, they were really trying to search for that clover and everything. Like that was just that stuck out to me a lot because like it shows how much like
genuine love.
Yeah, genuine love and support and. Like when she was actually having like suicidal thoughts because like
how Karane was so supportive during the arc with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also want to. I never thought about this until now, or I never like verbal or like put it into words. But like, in the beginning we see them nothing but fighting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I think that the decision by Rentaro to go polycule genuinely like averted them to a different timeline where like they got to become like friends and lovers, right? Because like
otherwise they would have just been.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, it would have been bog standard harem like shenanigans where like they're constantly at each other's throats and we're like, oh my god, saw this already. Rama and a half did 30 years ago.
That it would have probably grown so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even beyond the like meta narrative perspective, I mean like from the characters' perspectives, if Rentaro didn't go polycule, they would have become enemies. Like genuinely, they would have hated each other because Rentaro would have picked one of them. And then the other one would have been jealous and pissed for the rest of their lives.
They would have died too, right? Like
taking that's true. But I'm just saying, like taking the death aspect out.
Yeah.
Taking the death aspect out, like I think that decision allowed them to become really close and friends. Yeah. That's really nice. Yeah. But moving on,
they still tease each other. They still tease each other, but it's very, it's friend teasing, not like I hate you.
It's been a while since they've lesbian hard.
Yeah. Went out like with Rentaro, just the three of them or something.
The threesome between.
Oh my god, that'd be a beautiful like small group chapter to have them three together again.
We do need like an original 3 chapter again.
Yeah. Oh, did we want to read chat before going on?
Oh, yep. Chat time.
Chat time.
Chat time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kirby's drawing Meru, the author. That's awesome. Tyler and Vex wrapped up our Total Drama. Oh, yeah, they're rewatching all of Total Drama.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus,
it's
4
crazy.
hours. How do you guys feel 4 months? Season 2's in January.
Oh shit.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
I'm cautious about that one.
Cautious? What do you mean? Or what are you thinking of? Not total drama.
Oh, okay.
No,
What?
100 girlfriends.
I was like, hold on, because I know like they were thinking of doing like remakes of.
Let me reroute your brain.
Okay,
Season 2 of 100
They've already done like.
which is going to be peak.
Oh god, yeah. Sorry, I'm just like brain.
Do you know
brain.
we're gonna see animated in that season? The Hair Apocalypse chapter.
Oh god, no.
Oh my lord.
We're gonna, but also some.
So
peak.
basically, Bayonetta gone wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you? There's three. There's three people. You can see on the thumbnail. Oh man. Let's see. Her mom is so horny that the anime had to make an ending just for her. Yeah. I saw a meme where it was like she's so rich she actually paid the animators to make her ending.
Oh, I could totally see that. And she even had like a freaking like. There was even like a homage to some sort of like famous classical painting in there. Like.
Hakari's a B for me. I think I agree with that, Luke.
That's fair.
Hakari's Heat.
I think that's where I put
her
it as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rouse.
Well, I was saying I think I put her in B tier as well.
Yeah, she's just straight average. She's good to have around, but
like it's one of those like I couldn't really decide whether A or B, but like
Yeah, we can always
kind of matches my style just a smidge, so I'm like, all right, A.
Keep in mind the scale as well, right?
Yeah, we can always rearrange things.
No, yeah, trust me. Yeah.
Yep, you can always rearrange later, but you can also you want to be able to like if you really love one more than the other, you want to be able to have like that separation, right?
Yeah.
Like so at the end if you need to. But yeah,
I've done these before.
Published 100 Girlfriends. AU win. I can't say AU.
Punished 100 Girlfriends.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah, punished.
But punished. I saw that. I was like, what?
Punished.
Well, you know, I mean,
like eye patches and shit.
Why are we here?
I mean, there's an AO3 series of the girls all having their first time with Rentaro, so anyone's interested in that.
The punished AU would be where they die.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Rentaro chooses the boring monocule life.
But what do you have to like meet all of them first and then be like,
yeah, and then they die.
He would say, you know what, Hakari, I'm going with you, and then every time he zings with a girl, they just fucking die like a day later. and then the series turns into like a Death Note series where there's like a detective.
Yeah.
Like, why are there so many high school girls dying? And they're all connected to this Rentaro
what
kid.
if they just die all at once? Just
no
explanation.
The second he chooses Hakari, they all just instantly have heart attacks.
Gone.
I mean, that would be Death Note level.
Oh my god!
Genuinely would be Death Note level. Yeah.
The detective is actually 100th girlfriend.
Oh my god!
That would be a great twist.
Holy shit! That actually might be one of the girls, just a police officer or something like that.
Definitely at one point.
At one point.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
Remind me, Rios. I've kind of forgotten. I wanted to write a fanfic about something. It was like I was gonna have Uto and the violence girl. I can't. But it was like, was it them like doing some kind of stage show? I can't remember what it was. What was I? What did I say? Do you remember? I can't remember. I was hoping you remember
the specifics.
I had like an idea, and it's like totally. I'll have to go back to our video. I had like an idea.
Yeah.
When he said the thing about the AU, I was like, well, I had this idea for a fanfic, and now it's gone. Yeah, season 4. I assume that's gonna be. Would that be Catgirl? Would we get to Catgirl?
I mean, we're getting about 6 girlfriends per season, so that would be around 4 or 5.
Flower viewing chapter. Oh well.
Are you talking about the
Right.
the Sakura petals like all landing on her boobs? and then Karane's like, please.
Or Rentaro's like, I knew this would happen.
They have gravity to them.
That man knows everything that's gonna happen. Like he prepares for every
when
single.
it comes to the girlfriends, he knows like, I know how you think. I know how you're gonna act. I know the way you're gonna think.
You know what we are gonna get in season 2, and I'm really excited to see how they do this. That legendary page, and I hope you read all the dialogue. I hope you didn't puss out. This is the attention span tester, okay?
Oh my god.
Where he's listing out everything that he loves about the girlfriends. Did you read?
Yeah, I remember I read that. It took me 11 minutes.
A little bit. I just wish it was a bit in order, like.
Well, it isn't. It actually is in order. Like it follows the same. It doesn't.
Like the list of like this particular girlfriends, and then like the next girlfriend, and then the next girlfriend. Instead, it was like.
No, I kind of liked that it was because
but I do.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I do love that as well, though, because like that's kind of how my brain works too. When I go on like a giant rant, I'm like, Right, just
because it's all in his head. You know, he didn't. Even have to, the idea is he didn't even have to think about it.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
It's
no.
just.
And the crazy part was almost everything he mentioned was something that happened in the manga at some point, like on the page.
I'm not kidding you, by the way. I actually did jerk off to this panel.
Brother in Christ.
Because it's Iku's ass. She's like top 3 girls for me, and we got a canonical ass shot.
That's Sue. That's Sue in Iku's body, though, right? Isn't that's Sue in Iku's body, isn't it?
It doesn't matter.
Take over a team, you know.
Now, to clarify, I didn't just jerk off to that. Like, sometimes you need hentai to get you like 90% of the way there, and then you switch to that because what do you want to nut to? You know what I mean? You ever like build up to hardcore and then nut to softcore?
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, what you nut to is very important. I don't know. Like you feel like you don't want to nut to the wrong thing.
To the tips of your toenails. Yep. I love Kusuri Senpai's energetic innocence. I love how cool Nano is. I love Iku's boyish charm. Same. Yep. I love that we read this entire page. The stream.
Oh my god, no! Come on, we the 6 minutes per girlfriend. We need it.
I was looking for a single goddamn period when I was reading. I was like, the breath.
Yeah,
on
no
this
period.
guy.
So here's the question, though: how are they going to do this in season 2? Because this is going to be in season 2, I believe.
Well, they might do like he'll say it normally, and then it's just gonna speed up.
That's exactly what I think they're gonna do, but I don't.
That's what a lot of people are.
That is the thing. Like I want them to
they might also
commit.
have like the entire like words like spewing on, just being really fast.
I honestly,
because if he did say, if you said it intelligibly, it would be like half. It would be like half the episode.
That would be such a Chad move. If they did that, that would like make headlines, and people would be like, "What the fuck?"
That'd be an interesting recap episode. Like everything he said, we get like a.
What if they started it and then they cut it off at one point, and then during the credits they just have him say that.
That's smart. Okay, for this episode, the opening and the ending is just this.
Oh my god, just him.
As the credits are like over him.
That'd be beautiful, yeah. We replace OP and ED with.
There we go. That's how you do it.
Yeah. We solved it, y'all.
By the way, Rentero's English dub voice actor has tweeted this page out and said, "My greatest voice acting challenge is like coming next season." He's ready, bro.
I mean, really, we should count ourselves lucky. The author has not chose to redo this with like a new.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But like, there's gonna be like so many takes of him just like the edit might be like as soon as he gets done with a line, just.
Do it without breathing. Honestly, just keep the breathing in. It's more real. But did you see? Rios was making a good point. Imagine we redo this with all of the new girls.
That would just be
that'd be the whole chapter.
Yep.
Anyway, we do need to move on if we want to get this. Okay, so it's
Karumi. It wouldn't be 2 hours long. Each girlfriend needs 6 minutes.
Kirby guy, you don't understand. I agree with you that it's Sue and Iku's body, and that's unfortunate, but. It is canonically Iku's butt.
You're not counting the thrusts.
It's the same way that in Bleach you saw Rukia's butt, but she was unconscious. But it was still Rukia's butt.
Well, I get a little different.
Excuse me. Hello, Gustav.
Oh man, everyone's in here. See, I don't want the speed though. I want them to fucking commit. The entire ending. I don't know. Listen, guys. You know how, like, when anime do weird things, it becomes viral and people go and watch the anime. Oh, there it is. There it is.
God damn it.
And so, like, you could just see the headlines now. Like, this anime spent half of this episode on one. Like, come on, dude. They should just commit. It would be so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. So, Karane, now, before you say anything, could this be... No, I think Rios is going to ruin it. I was going to say, could this be a triple S? But I don't think... I think Rios... Because she's S for me. She was A for a while. Rewatching season 1 with you made me realize how much I loved her. Like, I actually love her so much. Oh my god. Listen, let me just put out a couple of my points, okay? This chick... Or what did she say? Hakari came out of this chick's hoo-ha. Peak line.
Oh, yeah.
That's from the dub.
Blast out a piss.
We got blast out a piss. She's just so good. Because again, I've never liked Tsunderes, and she came in and just was like the peak Tsundere. I'm just gonna spark notes my points here, okay? The fact that he made Tsundere-ness like a sickness, like a blood-borne trait. The fact that he
after
made you,
meeting the family.
Yeah, the fact that no, not even before that, like the tsundere energy they had to like suck from her.
Oh
remember?
my god, that's right.
Yeah, like, and then there's this great moment in that chapter where they suck up like a tenth of her tsundere energy, and they're like, "Oh my god, I have this overwhelming urge to say the opposite of what I really believe. This is terrible. You live like this every day."
Yeah,
and it makes you feel like genuinely bad for her. And the way they write her, how it's like she's actually apologetic. She'll say it. Like, my favorite part about Karane is that she'll, obviously beyond like the tomboyish talk, I love vulgar girls, please. But like beyond that, like, I love moments where she'll get like really violent or mad or tsundere with him, but then like instantly she'll be like, I'm sorry.
It's like some weird
that gentle I'm sorry.
Well, it's just so real.
It's like some weird form of Tourette's or something. Like
almost where it's like that first-hand nature, just like, or secondary nature or whatever, just like to hit first and be like, oh, sorry.
Well, if you look beyond her tsundere-ness, like, if you take that away, she is one of the most loving of all of them. Like, she loves him.
He's a sweetheart.
She wants to cuddle with him.
Yeah,
she wants to kiss. Remember in the
she's very
mansion,
self-conscious about that stuff. Yeah,
and she is the only one, as far as I can tell. I mean, I'm sure there's been other moments that I'm forgetting, but like, she is one of the few that has outwardly said, "I want to have a child with you. I want to live. I want to raise a family." I do remember
that. Yeah, because like, she kind of like let it slip.
She
about,
was
like,
nervous.
Yeah, about like her kid, and then like Rento was like, "Oh, our kid." It's like, and this one was like,
well, because she was just to remind you of the context. She was nervous to mention it because she was nervous to show him her family. Because again, tsundere-ness, much like the horniness with Hakari, is a blood-borne trait in this world. Yeah. So she was like, our kid is going. I mean, this like, it's kind of dark, but it's almost like our kid's gonna be like autistic. Or our kid's gonna be like retarded. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna have this, like, almost confirmed. Our kid's gonna come out and be like an asshole. And she's like, but I really want to have a kid with you. And then Rentaro with the fucking Chad energy.
Yeah, wasn't that also like the proposal too? Like,
that was also when he confirmed.
And they brought back the Clover thing too, right?
Mm-hmm. And yes, and but anyway, but Rentaro's like, but the kid would be just like you, and it's cute when you do it, and it'll be cute when the kid does it. You know,
that
you melt your heart.
Solid. Like, that was a good line. Just be like, damn.
I am confident in saying she's the best written tsundere in all of fiction, at least what I've seen.
Honestly, I mean, like, because most tsunderes you see in like anime and manga are just gruesomely violent.
Just flanderized.
There's no redeeming qualities.
People saw Asuka from Evangelion. They completely missed why she was the way that she was. I'm like, yeah, I love tsunderes. And they made like fucking abusive people.
Yeah. It's like, you want that?
We've talked about this before. It's like, this author, there was I don't know if it was an interview. You remember a couple chapters ago, he did an interview with someone, and it was at the end of it. You remember that, Rios? The interview he did with some other manga? I think it was the author of like Oshinoko or whatever. Yeah, well, he said something in an interview that, like, I read it and it instantly was like, oh, that makes sense given how he writes. He said his number one priority when he writes characters is to make them likable.
Yes.
Which seems like a duh, but like, you can really feel it in his writing style, because sometimes he'll introduce a character and for a second I'll be like, ooh, but then he'll like backpedal. Right? Oh, I'm sorry.
And do like a side chapter or like a full-fledged chapter with that character. And it's like, oh.
I think the best example is the drunk teacher.
Yes.
Where at first you're like, even Rentaro is like, ooh. But then it's like, but she gives to charity and she helps her mom and she buys
like,
all the stuff for the school.
There's a reason why she's homeless and of her own choosing and shit like that.
And you can see this with Kusuri as well, where at first she seems awful, but then it's like you see that she takes. I think the separation between the characters in this show and the characters in a lot of other places is that, like, Kusuri at the end of her like episode arc took the blame, right? She was like, this is my fault, and she was willing to give it up forever. Remember, she was like, I'm never gonna make a drug again. But then it was Rentaro that was like, no, I don't want you to give it
it's
passion,
like, because that's taking away what you are, kind of thing.
And less well-written characters wouldn't have done that. They would have been like, what? I didn't do anything wrong. Or they would have just like not even mentioned it, right? So like, it's that like self-awareness. But anyway, go ahead. Your thoughts on Karane?
Yeah, Karane, I would say S, just for those reasons. Like, also super strong when they took away her tsundere-ness, and Iku's like, hit me, just to
She's so disappointed.
Like, oh, you know what? No, never mind.
Karane is one of Iku's go-to girls when she needs to really get beat.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta I just love her energy and just like how honest she can be when she's not in her tsundere mode.
I think it speaks to how strong her character is because you have like all of these wacky characters. But she's one of the early ones, and her thing is just tsundere, right? Yeah. We got British festival goers and fucking suicidal cat girls.
I mean, she's also the straight man. We can't take that away from her. She's the one who's. Oh well, yeah.
And she's also very honest. Like just like, what are you? Blah 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 blah. It's like, oh yeah, you know what?
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Riles. I'm sorry. What I was trying to say though is like, given like. That she's so early, because again, for me, like Hakari is like a B tier or whatever, but like she is still so good despite being one of the early girls, and it's very impressive to me. No, well, here's the question: is Rios gonna ruin Triple S? It's okay. Be honest.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I had her an A tier, and I don't think I've changed. He's cool.
Raise her up to S. Come on.
That's fucked up. Come on. That's fucked up.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some Triple S tier. Don't worry.
I already know.
Waist her on your shoulders. Come on, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, when her friend is gonna be, like that she makes later on is gonna be Triple S tier.
All right.
Chat. Chickadee.
Season 1 didn't blow up enough for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that would be such a viral moment.
This story needs to be spread to the masses, like the author girl said. This fairy tale will will overwrite the masses or whatever.
Overwrite the despair of the world.
Karane is a top girl because she is good for both her Soon side and her Dare side. You know, yeah, yeah.
I love her.
Exactly.
Like, Karane is like, I'm not kidding. Like, there's like a handful of these girls that I would like actually want to, if not date, just be friends with.
Oh yeah,
and know them in real life. And like Karane, she just seems so. I would just love to have a real conversation with her. You know, we get like again, like these characters, they have their like thing, but it's not their whole character. Like they feel intelligent. Yeah. You feel like you could have like a real conversation with Karane, and she could like respond intelligently with like opinions and stuff.
Yeah, it's like they're a person who happens to have this like issue affecting them. Like like it's like someone who's a person but they happen to have autism, or they're a person but they happen to have like Tourette's, and like they have that thing that is like. When you first meet them, it's like it's all you see. But then once you get to meet them and learn about them, then you see that they're actually like the person that's behind whatever shows up when you first meet them. Kind of thing.
Top tier fashion sense. I agree. I'm sorry.
Oh yep. No, I always loved her fashion. Like,
the artist is like super into fashion, and you can tell. In the dream chapter, she had the most normal dream. I don't remember what was her dream.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. I can probably find it, but I ain't looking.
That's fine. And the making characters likable thing feels really cool, and how it never feels like the author is just tacking things on. Yes, it feels really real. I agree. Karane really stands as a testament to how well the author is able to execute the series and make it work, despite being one of. Dude. I mean, like I always compare this to like Bleach, right? Like the early Bleach characters fell off so fucking hard. Oh my God. Like Chad is the perfect example, right? Rip.
Yeah, and also Orihime, like God, he was so full of life in the beginning, like
or even
Ichigo was full of life, and
everyone who wasn't.
It's funny because you mentioned Orihime, but like I was gonna focus more on Orihime's friends, the two girls.
Yes, them too,
and the lesbian one that I forget the name.
Who wasn't a victim to the flattenization of that.
God, yeah, like those two. Though I feel like that was like the most unfortunate. Like you're never seeing them again.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. Kubo is one of those authors who thinks that in order to show tension and stakes, you must remove all humor, comedy, fun, whimsy. Right? I mean, like I feel.
I remember those serious faces Ichigo always have. Like, I mean, like, come on, man. He has emotion. Like, he can't. Like,
it's fascinating because you can actually like see Kubo becoming aware of this, trying to fix it and failing. Because like in the beginning of the Arrancar arc, Rukia comes back. I don't know if you remember this. Rukia has this whole moment where she's trying to like beat the depression out of Ichigo. She's like, "What's that depressed face? Where's the Ichigo I know?" And then he's normal again for like 2 chapters, and then it goes back to sad. Like I just feel like it genuinely felt like as an author he just couldn't make the neurons connect to like do comedy and also have tension. And like that's something you look at like Oda, like the One Piece author, and he's excellent at it. He can, in the same chapter, he can have like the stupidest joke in the world and make you cry. It's like it's crazy. All right.
Next girl.
We
next
cooking.
Girl.
We do love her. Dude, she gave a hearty laugh, bro. She gave a hearty laugh.
The girl with the most, arguably the most character development of any of the girls.
Every time a chapter focuses on her, you're gonna cry.
Oh my god, yeah. Like the moment like she started like speaking through the book, I'm like, oh my heart, you poor soft just muffin.
Well, does she actually? I love that it's not just because. Okay, so when we first started watching this, this is such a funny story. I love because I'm outing Allie right now.
Oh no.
She did not realize that she actually had like either a stutter or like it's clearly actually like a condition she has. This isn't just because at first, me and her in the very beginning we assumed it was just that she was very shy. But like you see when she tries to speak, there's like a stutter, right? So I remember Allie was like, I think I'd need her to get over it. I don't think I'd
Damn.
but then right after she said that was that little flashback where we see her mom like fucking slapping her and like, why can't you talk normal? And Allie's like, well, I feel like a fucking bitch now.
Damn, yeah.
That's why you don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Literally, with her being the bookworm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like for me, you know, and then we'll hand it over to Rue here. I mean, you know, she's not S tier. She's probably like high B tier, right? And with the understanding that Pinky is also B tier for me. But with that being said, she is the star of one of my favorite chapters in the whole series.
Yes.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. I actually cried on one chapter of this series, and it was the chapter with her and her mom.
Yeah.
The ending of that chapter fucked me up so hard. God, I loved it. So I almost cried with Tama when Tama was on the phone with her mom as well. But anyway though, like so her chapters are always fire. Even the most recent one with her and the author, fire.
That was my favorite from her. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll just to wrap up what I'm saying, if you don't mind. Sorry. But yeah, so like I'll say like I like her character, but she's again there's just so many other ones that are so peak for me. She has to be like that's high B for me. But this is about Rue.
With Shizuka, I really enjoyed her like trying to get to know Rentaro and like how Rentaro like went through all that time and effort to like get her a phone that will
and copying the whole book.
Get her an app.
Yeah,
made an app for her specifically for her so that she can speak through her phone, not carry a book around all the time. And like
that's so huge.
Yeah,
and that's actually gonna like change her life.
And then also like going to meet her like favorite author and shit.
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, and then like meeting the other author, the gloomy girl, and just like them connecting and helping each other kind of thing, which like is just wonderful because even though she's so quiet and soft spoken and speaks oddly, like she's always just.
She's got so much energy within her.
She's got
hopes and dreams. And
like I love how you can see the energy that's trying to get out.
Oh, that makes me really. That's such an emotional statement. Like she was. It's like I was born in the wrong body kind of thing. Yeah,
it's just a literal ball of sunshine that cannot be contained. So I would have to probably actually.
Now remember, you gotta.
I'd have to probably move Hakari to B and Shizuka and A.
Yes.
Like
horny cannot compete with character development.
Honestly, yeah.
Show booty mole and we'll move you back up to A.
It's one of those things where like I would just give her all the head pats and just like
I love how much she likes head pats too. Remember when she got bunny ears? Or was it dog ears? I don't remember.
Yeah, bunny.
Yeah, bunny this ears. Is a new
and then she got petted and she looked like she was enjoying it a little too much.
The panties were wet. Oh, dude, I'm just saying that fucking Ferris wheel seat, they had to call a custodian after that. Not for her, obviously, for Pinky. Nano is interesting. Oh, here, we better check chat real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Karane, the author of the book.
Recently just had her chapter with the author girl saying it may not be the best, but yes. I liked how realistic that was. I liked it because I was curious when I was reading through that chapter with her and the author. I was sitting there like, how are they going to do this? Because the two options in my head were the unrealistic, like, wow, it's the first thing you ever wrote ever, and it's amazing, which would be stupid. And then the other option in my head was, this is ass. And I was like, how do you write this in a way that, like, works? And they did it perfectly. It was like, it's kind of ass, but it still really touched me, and that's the beauty of art. And I was like,
as a writer myself, that's how you do it. You give them some criticism, but you also, praise them,
Yeah. It's that Dipper. Wow, this is worthless. but affectionate. But not,
dude.
This is worthless. Affectionate.
As a side tangent, anytime that's brought up, I have to bring this up. It's one of my favorite jokes in Gravity Falls.
I'm sorry. The best joke is, nobody better mess.
Dysentery's gonna get you, dog. Have you seen Gravity Falls, Rose?
I watched, I saw bits and pieces of when I was growing up.
Fucking ass, and watch that.
It's wonderful.
So, okay, do you know about the negative $13 bill?
Oh my God. I don't know about that one, but that's totally something that serious would come up.
I have to drop this lore real quick.
Let's hear.
So in the Gravity Falls world, there was a secret president that was hidden from the world because he was so stupid. It was Quentin Tremblay, and he was the 13th and a half president. And they say and a half because they removed him from the records. And one of the things he did was he minted the negative, was it negative $12? I think it was the negative $12.
It was negative something.
Yeah. What's the point of
how would you use that? It's actually genius. Okay, so as the president, he printed out a bunch of those and would carry them around and hand them to people. And when the second he handed them to them, they legally owed him $12.
Okay. Well, I guess everything has its uses.
And then, but then, so he hands that to Dipper, and he's just like, "Remember, I'll always be right here." And he's like, "My heart." He's like, "No, on the face of the negative $12 bill." And then Dipper is like, "Wow, this is worthless." And then he's like,
"Oh, that's where that's from." I've seen the meme.
So he said, but the line that's after is even better. He's like, "Wow, this is worthless," and then he's like, "It's less than worthless, my boy."
Yeah. God. Yeah, well, a $0 bill would be worthless. A negative $12 is less than worthless.
And then this was expanded upon in the Book of Bill. In the Book of Bill that just came out, Bill Cipher was talking about Quentin Tremblay, and he was like, "This guy was a genius. He carried these around and handed them to people, and then they legally owed him $12." This is so good.
Well, now Dipper could have used it on like,
bitch.
Yeah.
$12.
The rich family, like.
$12 is nothing.
I know.
Oh,
but still be like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, I remember her chapter with the meeting of the author of the book. Yeah, it was a good one. What's also so impressive to me is how even with 30 different characters, all of them are developed, things don't go back to the status quo. Yep. Yes. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Shizuka did say she didn't have any dreams back then.
True.
Yeah, so you know what I'm really excited about, by the way? The Kirby guy. This is really interesting. Big Sue Defender. That's Number Girl. Okay, and he's making a Sue character analysis because he's all like, "No, there's depth to the Number Girl." So
I mean, there is. We haven't explored yet. You know?
I'm really excited to see the Sue character analysis. I'll say that.
All right,
here we go, baby.
Nano.
So this one's interesting because Ryo. I don't think it's Rios' favorite, but Rios during the beginning,
he's so relatable.
Obsessed with Nano.
Well, I wasn't obsessed.
Yes, you were.
Unusually relatable. Most characters I know I can't relate to as much as I can to Nano, so it was very interesting.
Rios is interesting because he had like a... He said... did you drop something? What's happening?
No, I ran over.
Rip. So when Rios was... Dude, oh wow. So, okay, the cord of some headphones got caught in his fucking computer, or his chair wheel. Sorry about that. So when Rios was growing up, he said he was a lot like Nano. Very, like, so analytical that he stripped a lot of the joy from his life. I don't want to speak for you, Rios, but I always thought that was fascinating, your relation, your like, kind of, your relation with Nano there.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's how I kind of, like, move through life when I'm not really, like, invested in whatever's going on. Like, I'm very Nano-like.
Where like you want to get from point A to point B with no like nothing in your way. Everything has to be perfect, kind of thing. Yeah.
The way
obviously, I grew up and I realized, there's
value to
the journey.
The
the journey is also as important as the destination. Like that kind of thing.
I have some family members that are like perfectionists.
Ugh.
And part of that rubbed off on me in a certain way. Like so I try not to like let it affect my life too much, but I kind of notice it here and there where I'm like, all right, schedules. That's part of the perfectionism where it's like
that is an area where you can relate to Nano.
Where it's like everything has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out.
This is, and he's they're not just saying that too. Like I'm very much like a, hey, how about I just come over whenever, and he always wants, or they always want to know like, but what time and when are you leaving? And I'll just kind of like on the fly like, hey, can I stay the night? And they'll be like, but we didn't plan for that.
I'm not that in that sense. I'm not that. I'm more like efficiency rather than like organized, I guess. Like I'm only organized because that's more efficient. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting you brought up that chat or what you just said though, because we had a chapter, not recently, but we had a chapter with Nano and the drunk girl and what was the other when they were going through that like lantern?
The Maid as well.
Yeah, the Maid.
Do you remember that chapter where she was like from minute 1 to minute 2, we'll look at this, and from minute 2, and and it was, I like the way they spun that because from Nano's perspective, and this is another example of how this author makes these characters so likable, because you might look at that and be like, ew, bitch, nasty. Why would I want to hang out with this person? Because I feel like a lot of when you look at someone and you don't like them, it's because you're not seeing something from their perspective. Because not a lot of people go out of their way to just be like mustache twirlingly evil, right? So like Nano, when at first you see it from their perspective, and it's like, oh, she's ruining the fun of this. But then you hear her opinion of why she's doing this, and from her perspective, she's like, no, I do this because in my head, I want to spend the most time possible doing the most experiences with my loved ones.
Yeah.
And in drunk girl's head, it's like, yeah, but I want to like relax. It's relax time with my loved ones, you know? And they both are doing it because they love each other.
Yeah.
It's not like Nano's out here just like trying to ruin the day for everybody.
Yeah, because Nano has her reasons of doing things and her way of doing things. And Rentaro, as the usual boyfriend he is, understands that completely. And it is nice that a lot of the girls and Rentaro try to like kind of somewhat break her shell a little bit so that she can kind of like find like that loophole in her logic and her personality, and where it's not changing her too much, but like
let her be herself, but like help her socially act.
Being she's got her own little quirks. Like I love that V for victory thing she does all the time.
And
I
like,
love that.
It's like helping her be more flexible with her, with how she goes about doing things.
This is one of my favorite elements of this series, and like it's one of the things that keeps me going is like this element of like, obviously it's a polycule, but it's also among that it's like this beautiful found family where all of these girls are to one extent or another mentally ill. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And what's really wholesome about this is that they've found a place, and you can tell, not all of them, but I would say 90% plus of them are masking when they're out in public, right? When they're in their classes, when they're with other friends, I feel like they're masking. I mean, but like, we see this with Iku. My favorite example is like in the beginning, Iku would like make little excuses to try to get these girls to hit her butt. She'd be like, "Guys, I'm just training. I just want to endurance train." But now she's like, "Who's paddling Iku today, baby?"
Just points her ass out.
And
like the drill.
As silly as that is, I look at that and I'm like, this is such a wholesome group they've formed, where they all love each other for their weird selves.
It's that literal safe space on the roof.
And that's what a friend group should be. And like Rin is a perfect example. She has to hide her like love of violence from her parents, but she gets to like really embrace that when she's with them. And like it's just so wholesome that the America girl, like all of the, like, we see how like around the cop she had to kind of tone it down, but like, and there were moments when she was first introduced that she was like, okay, I'll tone it down a bit, and then Renter was like, no, I want you to be who you want to be.
I want you to be you.
Sorry. But yeah, so anyway, on Nano though, any moments or like any thoughts on her character?
No, I'm pretty sure I covered her, like my thoughts on her and
everything.
Everything. Like
her relationship with the beautiful girl is kind of, I don't know. There's something there, but it hasn't. I feel like it hasn't matured yet.
Yeah, like I feel like we need to have that covered on a little bit more.
Nano for me has always been like, I don't know, painfully average. She's not one that I like. I like her, but
not too standoutish.
Well, C and above, I love their characters. Yeah. Like they're great. I love seeing them. D is like, you're not my favorite, and F is I actively hate
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you know, with Nano is like C for me. But I don't want to sway you.
No, I was thinking like B or C.
So this is when you have to think, who do you like more, Pinky
I was
or
thinking
Nano?
that same thing.
What are you thinking? If you have anything to ramble about Rios while they're thinking, feel free.
Yeah, I have to agree with C. Like
in the pink or in the stink with this one, Rios.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
Allie would get this. Allie would get this.
I mean, she would want the efficiency. Like, there's no point doing it anal because that's not like what's the.
Sex is for baby making, silly. Hurry up.
Oh my god.
Go as deep as possible to make sure it fertilizes. I want to say real quick.
You'd be like we have to do the coil alignment. Well, yeah.
No, please. Cook.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying like this position is the best for fertilization.
I love her so much. But still see.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
Like, she's great. It's just not too.
So you do like Pinky better, confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. See, at the end, I'm gonna be an accuracy checker.
Yeah. Like there are moments with Pinky where like her character can be a bit too much, but at the same time, it's like I get it.
No, never. Let the horny fly. By the way, what I was just referencing there, in the pink or in the stink with this one. That's have you heard of a series called? I think it's Shimo something. It's translates to yes, a world where the concept of a dirty joke doesn't exist.
I'm pretty sure in the pink or in the stink was around before.
I know, but I'm telling you what I'm specifically quoting.
Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, they invented that. No, there's a line that Allie loves and quotes to me all the time. Where like the main girl, that like pervy girl from that series, they found like a bunch of porno mags. And she just like points to a random girl and like looks over to the main guy and she's like, in the pink or in the stink with this one? What do you think? Just out of nowhere.
God.
Okay.
That girl's out of pocket.
She's great. Here it comes. Another out of pocket girl.
Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
Chat time. Hold on.
Yep.
Chat time. Okay. For me, Nano is another great example. I love her relationship with Mei. Yes, I agree. Oh, the tiny chapter. We should the tiny chapter.
Oh yeah.
Remember when she was tiny?
Right. That's right.
Well, that doesn't change your ranking, though, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was any like character
Wait, she
development.
was
They were
tiny
just kind of
at
like
one time.
Like, oh yeah, they
It
were
was
tiny.
like
Yeah, no.
a
Still,
cute little.
I'm sorry.
Rentoro a stronger man than I because I would have been touching all of her tiny little bits. I'll be honest. Don't even pretend like you wouldn't be touching her tiny bits. Come on. Guys.
I mean, when she woke up naked in his bed, I would be like
it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the waking up part is like, oh.
I agree, Luke.
Yeah,
That's like the best quote in Bleach. Honestly, it's such a good quote. I used that recently. I don't remember where though, but I mentioned that quote to someone. It's already getting hard to rank them. It's so hard. They're all our favorite, except for like 3 of them. Yeah, it's facts, Ghost Tev. Do you know what I'm referencing? She puts she bakes her pussy.
The love nectar.
Yeah.
Yes, the love nectar, as she called it. Yeah.
Well, that's what happened.
In the words of Vegeta from DBZA.
That's not words.
Yeah, I know.
In the noises of Vegeta from DBZA.
Noises, whatever.
Here we are.
Kusuri.
No, I need to hear Rue's thoughts on this one. Thinking.
It's one of those things where first glance is sus. Sus. But like
I'm being totally silent.
It still weirds me out with the whole diaper thing. Which
now you see how they stopped doing that, right?
Yeah, thankfully they stopped the incontinence.
I totally agree with that.
Like I have noticed a distinct lack of mentions about that.
You know what's nice is my headcanon is that they taught her to stop because every time in those first couple chapters, every time she mentioned it, that was again. This is like a beautiful group where they all let their freak flag fly, but that was too.
But there are still limits.
They were like, no, girl, you are going to the bathroom like a normal fucking person.
Yeah, the more characters were involved, it's like. No.
I like that.
Also,
Rentaro
I feel like
limits. It's good.
I feel like the moment that Kusuri saw, oh fuck, which one that likes to be babied?
Kishika.
Kishika.
Kishika. I feel like the no. I think it's when Kusuri noticed the cousin. Like,
oh yeah,
dude,
like,
the
mom thing
relationship.
I feel like once she noticed that, it's like, oh,
she remembered that she's like older,
and
maybe a role model.
More of a role model and someone that she can depend on, kind of thing. What the fuck are you dropping?
Interesting.
Oh, it was one of those dice. It's right here. I got it.
You son of a bitch. Dropping my wife's dice. But like I feel like she kind of realized at that point, like, oh.
Yeah, that was a neat little.
Yeah. I hope they go into that more. By the way, I
so
like
too.
that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I love her shenanigans of just the random potions that she has on standby.
Luke in our chat always points out that she adds like an element to the series, right? Like this random element.
The literal element of surprise. Roll a d20, see what you get.
Chance cube. There's a Minecraft mod where you can roll a chance cube and some random shit can happen.
I remember that fucking achievement hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Will lava fall from the sky? Will it spawn a million creepers?
God.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So here's the thing. Let me just lay out my thing. Okay. So at first she was F tier for me.
Yes.
And it was because of the combination of three things: the diapers.
Yep.
The 8-year-old aspect.
Yeah.
And the talking in third person. Which maybe doesn't bother
the
you.
Yeppers and the...
No, not even the Yuppers. Not even the Yuppers.
Oh
it's the
Kusuri
loves,
Yeah.
I hate that.
That does kind of bug me every now and then.
It's worse in the anime.
Yeah.
When you're reading it, you can kind of block it out.
But it's funny because with her saying yup often, I relate to that.
No, that's fine. I have no problem.
No. I'm saying like I notice I say things twice. Because sometimes I'll be like, all right, so here's this, all right. Or sometimes I got to do this sometimes. Like,
that's interesting.
I double back, or sometimes when I greet people, I'm like, howdy, how's it going?
You know what I've
hi.
noticed myself doing a lot, specifically in drive-thrus for some reason, like when they're handing me my food, I'll be like, thank you. Like just almost always, like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, like I don't know when it started. It might have been like many years ago, but like it's just, howdy. Just saying things twice.
You relate to that element of Kusuri.
I relate to the yup.
But not the diaper element.
With the one angle we can relate to this, this
only thing
crazed drug fiend.
So here's
drugs.
Canonically hasn't tried meth yet. She wants to. She's curious.
That's such a funny chapter.
I hope that chapter is being built up to. It's gonna be like all caps. Kusuri tries meth.
It's gonna be a whole like Breaking Bad chapter, or whatever.
Well, remember that she's so talented.
Oh yeah.
That the pharmaceutical industry is trying to steal her secrets. We made a joke a couple chapters ago when they were on that weird deserted island where you got the gum fruit. Like before we knew what the fuck that was. We were like, what if this is some like pharmaceutical industry? They like crashed their plane.
Remember when like when that fucking like espionage agent came in to was about to start shooting up the place?
Just like trying to like take out the folks and like
didn't like Rentaro save them and that was how we like gained their respect?
Yeah.
But all that to say,
insane.
She was F tier because of the 3 things I mentioned. She got rid of one of them, so now she's D tier. That she's been D tier for me ever since. I respect her. I'll say this: in one of the most recent chapters, that the daily life chapter we just got, there was that really cute moment with her where they're kissing, and then she was like fidgeting, and then kissing, and then fidgeting, and that was the most humanizing I've seen her. Like, I'll be honest. That made me like her. Like a little bit. Like I was like that was because and probably because she wasn't fucking talking, to be honest. Right. But like that was just a genuinely cute moment where like she's fidgeting.
I like you when you're not talking.
the duct tape stays on the mouth while we're fucking. Also, please drink your potion that makes you not an 8-year-old.
The body of an 8-year-old. Yeah,
it's really unfortunate. And she's so hot in her 18-year. It's unbelievable.
It's unfair.
Rios has always said this. It's like, why couldn't it have been the opposite? Where like she's 18, but then she's 8 for 10 minutes of the day. That could have been. There's funny shenanigans you could do with that. But yeah, so the 8-year-oldness really is a big throw off because it's like, okay, but these are girlfriends. He's dating these people. Why is she got to be 8? You know,
the body of an 8-year-old.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, thank God she's not really 8, because I guess it is interesting, right? Because like now you get into like the thought process of like, what is consent really? Because it is.
Where is the line?
It's
being
the mentality,
drawn?
right? Like the mentality has to be. I don't know, dude.
Like we gotta get lawyers in. A lawyer friend has to come on the scene at some point.
Either way, what do you agree with me on that D tier? C, no shot. Real?
I just like her like,
I have her in C as well. Yeah.
Surprise! Guess what shenanigans I'm up to.
That element, yeah.
But also like the maturity, like her maturity is, you know.
I wish we saw that more often. I honestly, in the next 10, 20 chapters, I want another cousin Kusuri chapter. I love that dynamic so much.
Oh yeah.
All right.
They do hang out like. They do hang out like well I think we saw him a daily life chapter a while back. He was hanging out with the cousin. They was like shopping or whatever.
We have to
and their dad started to get.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah, like their dad started getting like, I love my daughter more. Like, no, I love my daughter more. You know,
yes,
that sort of thing.
We need to dive in more to Chio's mommy issues. I want to dive deep.
Yeah, I mean,
I want a sad chapter about that.
I mean, those are like they make a joke out of it, but that's like some serious trauma for her. Like,
Luke, I won't be mad at me anymore about what ranking Kusuri gets.
Well, Luke has a new favorite now, and it's
true.
Luke's favorite used to be Kusuri, and now it's the author.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Kusuri is chaos incarnate. That spawn plot. Yeah.
Kusuri gave us the lesbian zombie action.
Yeah. So what? Also, Shiznik has said as well. Like, just spawns plot. You know, like.
But see, can I have a hot take about that comment?
What's
okay. Up? Everyone that likes Kusuri says that. You, Luke. Ooh, she adds so much to the plot, but that's not a comment.
Wait,
that's a meta.
That's not a focus on her character. That's not a character analysis, right? Her character is still ass.
Yeah.
Ooh, she adds to the plot. Sure. So does fucking, I don't know.
That's why I was focusing more on her maturity.
Like if you had to deal with her, you'd be like the knight in that one chapter where she's like where Kishi's like they go through this whole character arc, and Kishi's like, you know what, you're not so bad, Kusuri. And then like 5 minutes later, she says some out of pocket shit, and it's like, Kusuri.
That was an interesting chapter with Kusuri actually, where so you had the daddy likes to be pampered girl.
Yeah,
was like she's very when she's not in babu mode, she's very like prideful.
Very put together response.
And so
like, oh god, what have I done?
And I liked that moment. I don't know if you remember the chapter we're talking about here, where she was one of the few girls that we've seen be like actively nervous to mention the fact that she's in a polycule. Yeah, because that would be I'd be nervous to mention that. I'd be like, that's kind of not a lot of people are ready to hear that. Imagine telling your parents that, right? So Kusuri
in Japan too.
Yeah, and Kusuri was going around screaming that to everyone, her and I are in a polycule with Rentaro and like 10 other girls, and and she was like, shut the fuck up. And that was like a whole thing, and that was actually like a plus for her, I will say, because like Kusuri is so she's got that childlike innocent brain almost, where she's like, why would I'm not ashamed of it, I love our polycule. So that was cute.
Kusuri gave us the 3 chapters that set the size of
Yep.
Yeah, at least Kusuri hasn't tried nothing yet. Yep.
That's gonna y'all ever watch Unis Honest? Do you remember when Unis Honest was?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when they fucking?
I didn't watch them.
Do you remember when they foreshadowed P Sauna?
What?
Oh, you missing out, boy. You missing out. So okay, they bought one of these weird like sauna things. It was like a whole just like a fucking tent sauna, and you could put like water in it, and they were like, oh, we could put any liquid in this, and some guy in the background was like, you could pee in it. And they both were like, oh no. We have to do that now. And so like for like a half a year, that was like, they kept mentioning like, one day you're going to click on this channel and you're going to see a video called Pee Sauna. and when that video dropped, it was like their biggest fucking video.
My brows are knit together so hard right now. Like,
so one day we're going to click on 100 Girlfriends on Manga Dex, and we're going to see Kusuri Tries Meth, the chapter.
It's just going to have that fucking Sunny in Philadelphia like title. Yeah, no, that's the.
Oh, yep, I mixed it up. Excellent.
I mean, to be fair, half the chapter titles are just like, it's always Sunny in Philadelphia like titles. Like,
I agree, Kirby guy. I can already see the tears flowing when we get the Chio mom chapter. Yes, please. Kusuri, the chapter where she was upset that everyone left the science club. Yeah, see, I agree, right? And that gives her more. And so she stopped doing the diaper stuff. You know what else she stopped doing? I forgot. There was a fourth thing that made me not like her. It was the unconsensual drugging, right?
Yeah.
When she fucking.
I remember when she first met. Yeah, when she first met Rentaro, she gave him like a fucking. She tried to give him like a kiss drug basically.
Yeah, and then he puked it out. Like, see, that is such a red flag to any human other than Rentaro. It'd be like, you'd never see the person the same again.
Yeah.
So like, Rios made this joke in our last review where remind me which character it was, but one of the characters.
Momahai, like the philosopher.
Oh,
the philosopher.
Because the drug teacher's an ethics teacher, remember? So she made an offhand joke like, "I'm gonna teach this girl ethics." And ever since then, we've not seen her do unconsensual drugging. So she really taught her ethics.
That is fair. See, and there's that maturity again, like that learning. Like, oh right, people don't like when I do this.
Yeah. Good on you, Walnut345, for watching out for that FBI agent. Like, wait.
All right. Oh.
Listen, I both love her and hate her. Okay.
Kusuri. That's why I put her in the frenemy tiers, because she's a friend but an enemy, you know.
Yeah, I loved her at first, but like she's kind of on that steady decline for me, honestly.
Is it the crimes or is it something else?
It's the crimes, but also the just trying to get everyone into her bosom.
Is it the Epstein energy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What did it for you? The Epstein energy.
And like, he is bar none like the most questionable.
All the above.
Let me cook. Okay, so I need your thoughts on. I don't know if we ever talked about this. Okay, the chapter where, and I knew the second Kishika's the daddy girl, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. The second Kishika was introduced, I was like, these two are going to be like a perpetual motion machine. It's the girl who likes to baby people and the girl who likes to be babied. Like, never get them in a room together. They would power a city with their horny. And you know what I'm talking. Do you remember the chapter where she does the like suck on my boobies and then she's like, can I? And then she's like, oh my god.
Yeah, she's like.
And then the sun is like fucking setting.
Yeah, she's like, wait, for real.
Fucking like some like classical piece almost. Like I'm sure they reference
Ave
some
Maria
like, the La Pieta.
Yeah.
So that was a moment where it's like, wow, dude. Like, I mean, holy shit. Like, this is a superintendent, like a 30-year-old superintendent, letting a high school girl suck her titties on the roof of the school. Now, here's the thing. She gains a little points over the scientist girl for me because she's funny. I don't think most of what Kusuri does I find a little annoying. The drugs are funny, sure, whatever. But like her herself, I find annoying. Some of like the most laugh out loud moments are her.
Yeah.
Like I remember that one. Like do you remember that one scene where like the maid was about to kill herself because she accidentally poured the cup and she's like Liv, you're beautiful. Like like. I mean, that's a good enough reason to get someone to live, not kill themselves.
Can I give you my read on her character, Rue, and then I want your thoughts on this? Because I actually think, and this, by the way, blanket statement, this in no way excuses what she does. This is just me thinking, why does she do what she does, right? And this isn't a thing, obviously, but some people will try to claim this as a thing, usually pedophiles. The trans age thing. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, you told me that when we're like starting the series and we were talking about that character.
I find this fascinating because there is a genuine tragedy to her character, and it's that she did not have a childhood.
Yeah, most of her childhood.
Because she psychotically chose to become pregnant at like 13.
Yep.
And become a mother. Yep. And I'm assuming she dropped out of school to just do that.
Probably got homeschooled or tutored or whatever.
Because she's rich, so she could do all that. And now she has, because of that experience, she's mentally regressed. In her mind, she's a high schooler. So she doesn't see this as weird. And the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, the confirmation of this theory, I can't remember which chapter it is, but the chapter where her and Rentaro go out on a date, and she dresses as a high schooler, and she straight up just says, like, God, I wish I was your guys' age.
Yeah.
And there's a sadness to that. Like, she's doing all these fucked up things because she's desperately wishes she could go back in time and be a high schooler with these kids. But it honestly genuinely reminds me of like all the stories you hear about like the Smash Brothers tournaments players be like diddling kids, right? Because I watched
Minecraft players and shit like that,
and I watched a video on like the psychology of that, and a lot of times it's these people are people that never were popular in their lives ever, and then all of a sudden they're super popular. They're like 32 and they're super popular with a bunch of kids. Yeah. And then they never grew up, and now they're in their heads. They're like, it's just like when I was in high school, but now I'm popular. And like that's genuinely, she has like tragically pedo written all over her. I mean, she needs therapy is what she needs, right?
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, thankfully this is 100 girlfriends, so it doesn't go in that direction.
Right. Thankfully it's fiction. So like the fact that it's fiction, we can still love her a little bit. Yeah. But like I think there's a tragedy. There's a tragedy to her character, and I wish I want to see it explored more. I mean, really. Yeah.
Like, and the thing is too, like there are nice little scenes where there are dates with her and Rentaro, where Rentaro like went to that toy store that she absolutely adored as a kid.
That might be the same chapter I was thinking of.
Yeah. And it's nice too, where like you'll have a solo chapter of the girls, and like, hey, where's Rentaro? It's like, oh, he went on a date with Hakari.
I really like that there's no jealousy there. They can just kind of like trade off.
Like I do love that, but I still feel.
The crimes.
But
is she worse than
perfectly
Kusuri?
Understandable?
Genuinely, like
different crimes.
That's the question. Who do you like worse or better between Kusuri and her? That's what I need to know. Because you can drop Kusuri to D if you need to.
I actually like Kusuri a lot more than Hakari.
See, this is where we disagree, and this is interesting. Because to me, I agree. Of the two, her crimes are worse, but she's a funnier, more interesting character to me. Because keep in mind, this isn't a moral judgment scale. This is how much you like the character, right? Like, I'm trying to think you like Dracula from Castlevania. Man, like, slaughtered thousands, you know.
For his woman.
Sure, but that's still slaughtering. I can
respect a man who does things for his wife.
There was definitely some innocence in that. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind. You know, point being, right?
No, he did careful investigative inquiries and made sure everyone.
Hold on. He warned them. He gave them, and I quote, 1 year.
Have you seen this show, Rios?
I know of it, but yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. Both the first 4 seasons and then the new Nocturne season of Castlevania on Netflix.
Y'all r/atheists get on God for fucking...
Wonderful.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all are at r/atheists get on God for like turning that whole town into like salt pillars or whatever. And he did the same damn shit.
Again, he warned them.
I feel like God definitely warned them. I feel like there was like a staple some shit onto their door bullshit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, that's also what Moses did for like the plague and shit. So,
it doesn't.
Or Noah when he he drowned the whole world. You know. Yeah. Who amongst us hasn't genocided a whole?
Yeah. Damn. D tier.
D tier. I'm sorry. Damn. I like.
But do you agree she's funny?
Yeah, she's funny. But it's just
funny in prison.
Yeah, I agree. No, yeah.
D for detention. Detention center.
Bing, 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 bing.
All right. Shit time.
Oh, God. Wait, I gotta find... We might have to scroll up a bit. Oh, God. No, dude. Okay, wait.
All right, let's see. Hakari was the most shocking moment with the person who I watched season 1 was... You wasn't expecting the moment? Yeah. I wasn't expecting the moment.
That was a great way to end that anime.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's off limits here. When I first read that, Luke, I skimmed it, and I thought you said that... Well, hold on. Do you mind if I say something?
Go ahead.
When I first read that, Luke, I skimmed it, and I thought you said I was watching season 1 with my mom. And I was like, that's awesome.
Hakari is probably one of the most insane characters in all fiction for me. Yeah. S.A. her own daughter. That's...
Oh my God, yes.
You gotta keep that in mind, right? Like, confirmed... Like, she mentioned it early, and then we got it, like, double confirmed in that chapter where it's like, the best trope is the short-haired girl with pigtails and pajamas. I don't know if you're, like, the thing Hakari said where it's like, in our household, we take temperatures by tongue kissing. And at first you think that's a joke, but no, that's genuinely how she learned to take temperatures, because so her mom was like tongue kissing her daughter as like an infant.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's true. Like terrible again, but I'm ranking them as characters. Right? So like I love characters from Fire Force that like there's a character in Fire Force. I've talked about this guy because he's my man. I love him, and he gets off not sexually. He just really loves it. His his hobby is beating weak people.
Yeah.
Including children. And he loves it. But what makes him so lovable is that he's like unabashedly so proud of it. He's just like, it's the natural order. It's great. I love it. Why would I want to beat strong people? And what makes it even funnier is he's like top of the verse. He's like one of the strongest guys in the whole show, and he's like, it's a fucking effort. I just want to beat children. And I love him. And he's S tier, even though he's terrible, right? We have to like separate the crimes from is the character good, right? But so as long as you still hate the character, that's fine. But
it's called supply and demand. Supply and demand, Ah, yes, the Holy
Kishika's
Virgin
18. That's I forgot.
Oh yeah, because she's
yeah,
Kishika's
crimes averted, no crimes committed.
The author was like, I will not commit a single crime.
Crimes cleared. No, that goes to court and it's like, Your Honor, she's 18.
I mean, he's bent over backwards to avoid doing anything actually. Like, you remember that chapter where they went through all the effort to not drink alcohol?
That's so funny.
Oh yeah, truth chair. That's right.
She did have a truth chair.
However, did the Muihihi thing with her.
Muihihi is good.
23 and a half. Yeah.
That is a really accurate reading of Hakari. Thank you, Kirby. I'm very proud of my reading of Hakari.
Yeah.
It's really sad that she wasn't able to be a high schooler. What she does is...
still.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why, like, she
still
could
has good
fix
traits.
herself,
Yeah.
right? Like, if she went to therapy, I feel like there's a nice middle... I mean, let's be honest, okay? If they just wait 5-10 years... then it's fine. You know, she can date Rentaro being 40 and he's like 25. That's fine. No one's gonna judge too bad.
Oh yeah.
Like just wait a little bit and everything's fine.
Yeah, I gotta burp.
Do it.
I can't. Pressure.
Yes, you know who I'm talking about, Kirby guy. I fucking love him, dude. And the fact, and like on top of all that, he's a corporate suck up. So like he's like a job guy. So like he'll be. One of the funniest moments is like there's this big fire demon outside of the fucking office and he's just like, I want nothing to do with that. So he's trying to walk away and he gets called. There it is. He's trying to walk away and he gets a call from his boss and he's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm an idiot? What do you mean turn around?
Well, am I gonna get paid?
And he's like,
I don't get paid enough for this
shit. I'm gonna get fired if I don't fight that guy. Okay.
But you can just hear like both the audible and inaudible side, just the
Well, he loves that job because that job pays it. So like that job was like a corrupt, shady organization trying to like awaken fire powers out of children. So like his job was to be locked in a room with the child and just beat the shit out of the child to try to like get it to awaken powers. And he was like, man, I'm paid for this? This is great. Excellent. Okay, there was a guy in the Reddit discussions for the episodes that was watching it with his mother.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Damn, dude, we're getting views, man. Woo! We're getting views.
Like we should have streamed from at this time.
This is the time. It's Friday night. What else are you fucking
true.
doing? Nothing. No, stay, please.
No, you gotta still hurry.
Oh no, we went from 15 to 16.
I agree. Kirby, I'm with you. Her crimes are hilarious in the context of fiction.
Yeah.
You know,
excuse me. Another one.
Let's just put it out there as progressive men lovers. Her character is another example of like the backward standards of gender, right? Because if this was like an older man doing this to girls, it would not be.
Or even just other boys.
Yeah. But girl doing it to girl or guy. Anyway. But yeah, moving on.
Woo. All right.
We're cooking. Okay.
Kurumi.
So I'll say when she was introduced, she was my favorite for a while until Iku, and then Iku was my favorite until Uto, and then Uto was my favorite until.
You say for a while, but Ego came up like literally like 2 girlfriends later.
Because listen, I see tomboy and I ejaculate.
Your neuron activation.
Yeah, neuro activate. No, but I'll say this: out of all of the girls, what's her name again? Karumi.
Yeah.
Karumi reminds me the most of my actual girlfriend. Yeah. Like alley vibes, hardcore.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
It's funny because like you're like this.
Also,
girl,
she shares her birthday. Did we talk about this? Isn't that
right.
insane? I love that. What a crazy coincidence. Anyway,
but no, I was gonna say like it's funny because like you had favorite after favorite after favorite. Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't vibe with any of these as my favorite quite yet.
You liked them all though. It was just no favorite.
It's just
and then Akko
until
appeared
Akko. I'm like,
the angels sung.
Yeah, the fucking skies parted and shit. I'm like, it's her.
It was
Akko,
chill.
And her.
Oh yeah, well, spoilers. Yeah, I mean for me it was like it was like Foodie. I was like, oh, I really like her a lot. And then Maid, I was like, meh. And then Iku, I was like, oh. And then Beautiful Girl, I was like, meh. And then I was like, okay, I like her a lot. And then I was like, no. And then anyway.
Anyways, back on track.
Foodie.
Karumi. I wasn't really sure what to think of her at first. Like, I do like the personality change of before and after she gets food.
Being hangry is interesting, you know, because that's a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't have that as much, but like the reason she reminds me of Allie is because Allie does that.
Okay.
Like you know, so we'll be driving and you know like home from something, and you know she'll be like trying to wait till we get home to eat, and you know I'm very sensitive to like subtle mood changes, so I'll be like, hey, are you mad? Is everything okay? And she's just like, I'm just really hungry, and I'm just not talking until I eat because I'm very irritable right now.
Yeah, see, like you were like more to that one, but like I don't really. Nothing like really connected me with Karumi.
You don't know anyone that gets angry like that?
Not well. I mean, Catherine sometimes will be like, you know, I'm so hungry.
I think some people get
she
gets like
down.
Tired.
She shuts down.
Yeah,
She's like,
Rue's wife shuts down. Allie gets irritable when she's hungry.
So like for Karumi, that doesn't really. She didn't really connect with me much, but like I do enjoy like the chapters I see with her and how like she takes her time to enjoy the food, where I am like scarfing shit down. Unfortunately, like even when I try to pace myself, I find myself like picking up the pace to
a lot of that, and this isn't just like a judgment on you. This is this happens to me too. A lot of that is because you're watching something while you're eating, right? Like if you ever want to like, I know it's hard because monkey brain, you know, we all have it, and these days, if you ever want to really just enjoy your food, try to challenge yourself to like not watch something and just like actually just actively think about your food. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, had to go. But yeah, no, like I do enjoy that she takes her time with the food, like I was saying previously.
Wounded hand. I'm half the man. Okay.
Right. Your voice is cut out.
Oh God, we were singing a song.
So hard. Yeah.
Discord detected the copyright.
Yeah, like, nah, do not. But like, and then like they had that competition too, and she was just still going,
kind of hot that she's got that capacity.
And it'd be great too, like if Rentaro was like, oh, too full. She's like, give it to me, King.
I guarantee you that's happened.
I'll finish it for you.
The chapter where they went to Disney World together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I love that. That was such a cute chapter. And then like once again, this author shining with making these characters so lovable is that like for the first whole half of that day they do what she wants to do. They're going from food stall to food stall, and like she's having a great day. And then she's like, Rentaro, what do you want to do? And then Rentaro's initial response is like, whatever you want to do. And she's like, no, Rentaro, what do you want to do?
Because she picked up on that shit immediately. She's like, no. Because this is your like go-to response. What do you want to
And then
do?
he's like, well, we could get pictures of the little Mickey ears. So so like, I'll give you my arguments for her, right? So for me, for a while she was S. Other better characters have come around, so she'd be A for me now. But I to me, she feels like one of the most well-rounded, well-balanced girls. She feels like a real person. She's also one of my favorite moments with her is she counts as like being in the tsundere clique, but she's like a low tsundere. I don't know if do you remember the chapter where you went on the date with all the tsunderes? Yeah. It was Karane, it was her, it was the second maid. Was there any more, Rios, or was that it?
Yeah, it was just them. Yeah,
so it was those three, and there's this moment where Karane and the second maid are having this tsundere off. And like she has to take the lead on like making decisions because they're like, well, I want to go there.
Yeah,
well,
like,
I don't want to be here because I love my sister more than you.
Meanwhile, and then, she's just like steering them like this way.
Yeah, it's just an interesting interaction being where it's like you're with someone who's clearly more of a trait than you are, so you have to kind of like translate for them.
Yeah, I really liked that because like they all kind of, you know, Karane and her both do the straight man thing, but she's a lot less like
she's the middleman.
Yeah, well, if we're looking at the spectrum of tsundere-ness. If it's like autism, right? Karane is all the way on there, and she's got like 20% of it, right? Because she'll do a little of.
She's high functioning.
Yeah, she's high functioning tsundere. So like, there's a line she has where she's like, Jesus, compared to these two, I'm just downright normal.
Yeah.
And I love that, you know. And what else? The other thing that is one of my favorite parts about her character is she's another great example of how the group accommodates for everyone's little autism. Because again, she has this thing where she's so hungry, she digests super fast. I mean, because imagine, you know, we kind of, I think it's easy to scoff at her problem, like, how could you be that hangry? But she digests super fast.
She does.
So she eats.
It's her metabolism.
And she's hungry, like, immediately. Can you imagine how annoying that would be? Like, you know how it feels to be hungry,
really.
Right? And then, so like, now she has this group of 30 plus people. And you can see this in the background of some of these chapters, and I find it so wholesome. Again, this has never been straight mentioned, but this is my headcanon. I like to imagine that they all kind of coordinate on, like, types of foods that she often craves. And it's like, all right, you bring this, you bring that, and they all have different foods in their bag. Because there'll be moments in recent chapters where she'll like, hear a word, and she'll be like, oh, steamed buns. And then someone will be like, who's got the steamed buns? And then they'll, like, toss it to her. And it's just like, she could not ask for a better group of people to instantly solve her problem.
It's that teamwork, and it's that family mentality too, where like they've been around each other for so long that they know each other's little like quirks and thought process too. It's like
Rin's over there paddling Iku's ass. Someone's feeding her steamed buns. Fucking I don't know, like
Hakari and the baby are having they're sucking each other's booba, you know.
Yeah, it's just so, I love it. And so I feel like she's a really good example of that, because her life would genuinely be so much worse if it wasn't for this group. Yeah. I mean, think again, like it reminds me of like I don't know if you've ever had the experience of like not being on antidepressants for your whole life and then getting on them and you're like, wow, this is so much better. Or maybe Adderall's a better example. Or, you know, like something like, to me it feels like she's lived her whole life not her true self. Like when she's fully fed and not hungry, this is kind of the same thing I said about Karane, where it's like when she's not tsundere, she's this nice sweet girl. But she's got this... Oh, yeah, she can come in. That's fine. Sorry, I was just seeing what Ru was doing. I was being nosy. My bad. You know, just like Karane, like, when she's fed and not hungry, which is the normal state to be in, right? That's the state you're supposed to be in as a human. She's, like, the sweetest, bubbliest girl. You know, she's like, that's what she should be like all the time. And she can be in this group because she's got, I just think, like, it genuinely improves her life, like, tenfold to be. I find that very wholesome. Sorry. It's the same reason I liked Komi so much, right? Until it fucking got out, like, went up its own ass. Exactly. I hear they're fucking now.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I saw a picture where it looks like they're about to fuck, so I might have
I actually read a whole fucking like Twitter thread about that today, and people were not happy about that. Apparently, they're like, "Why did my romance manga become this fucking hentai ass plot?" And I was like, "Okay, people."
Sorry. We're getting distracted because his wife wants to get something from the room, and she's being overly polite, and she should just walk in and get it. This is not a professional setup. You could walk in. It's fine. But yeah, so that's my... Are you trying to get something for Catherine? We can just ramble while you try to get that thing for her if you want.
Yeah, right, I mean, another thing I would have mentioned...
He's going to do his rank. Give me a second. I agree with that. Okay, so he has put Foodie in B next to Pinky.
Right.
And I think I agree with that. I think maybe she'd be A for me. Ooh, I don't... Yeah, I think she would. I think I like Foodie better than Pinky, but just a little bit. So yeah, I agree with that. Any thoughts?
For me?
Because Ru is getting something for Catherine.
Oh yeah, I mean, I also like one thing I wanted to point out was like I liked how he was like one of the first girlfriends who was like I'm not about this polycule life shit. You know, keep that from me. You know, and he had to actually be convinced to become part of the like actual Renta family. But
sorry, that was my phone clicking. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw.
Which actually kind of.
I'll spell it out. I just saw a fucking CNN article that said Doomsday Glacier spells doom for the planet, and it brought me down.
I've heard that like 3 or 4 times.
Well, don't do the boomer thing. It's gonna happen.
Well, yes, I'm just saying, like,
it could collapse within 200 years. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's what they always, like, it was going to happen eventually, so there's no point worrying about just,
This is why I'm staunchly on the don't have kids side of this debate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it is Friday night. I would hope that some people are partying, right?
Yeah, going back to what I was saying about Karumi, it was interesting how, like, her not wanting to be part of the group was because she, like Red said, she'd lived her whole life in this hangry state, so she was used to people, eventually getting tired of her and being like, why can't you, be normal? Like, you're just hungry. Like, that's not an excuse to be an asshole. But once she saw that the Rentaro family can, like, they're strong enough to handle her, she finally was able to relax and let the people in, which was a very cute little scene, to see. I remember at the end of that food contest when she, I remember saying like not only was her stomach and like not only is her stomach full, but now her heart is too. Like she found some place, where she could be herself, like we've been saying,
Yeah, and she was also one of the girls that had like a tough time adjusting at first, right? Because wasn't she kind of like a douchey to everyone at first?
Yeah, because she was used to. I mean, she expected them to not be able to put up with her or to keep up with her hangriness, her bottomless stomach.
Yeah, that's awesome. They're still desperately looking for the book, but so we can just, I guess we can give our opinions on the Maid while they're doing that. Oh, here, you know what? I'll read chat real quick. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some decent amount of responses to get through.
All right. Let me go up a little.
Yeah, okay. We're not finished this in 2 hours though. Like I figured it out.
Hopefully we can finish by midnight.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. Okay, you're gonna have to be okay with me eating something between then because I'm.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we can speed around a little bit. We'll see what happens.
We can
always do a part 2 of this as well, inevitably. Which would be like multiple weeks from now. Her role as secondary straight man also makes her funny. I agree. Foodie versus Luffy, who wins? Definitely Luffy. He's like psychotic. Karumi's still in the realm of humanity. Karumi and Iku were my favorites for a long time. Based opinions all around until Rin came. Those are all 3 peak girls. You know what I mean?
Rin clears like.
Yeah, Rin is insane, dude. I mean, you just wait until we get to Rin. But like, it's just objectively tomboys, and like I know that Rin isn't specifically a tomboy, but it's like when girls do like uncharacteristically not girly things is just so hot to me. You know what I mean? Like a girly girl violin playing, like classical music playing ass girl being like, yes, blood, violent. It's so good, dude. Are you fucking? And that's why, again, like I've mentioned this before, but like, one of the first things, like the first time I met Allie, we were in a bookstore together, and she pointed out Maid in Abyss. And I was like, I love Maid in Abyss. And she was like, I also love Maid in Abyss. And I'm like, Maid in Abyss has some of the most fucked up shit you could ever see in your entire life. And here's this cute girl like, Maid in Abyss, I love that. And meanwhile, there's like damn near rape scenes and like organs flying. And I'm like, oh, you're the best. I love you so much.
Yeah, see a euthanasia scene. Like.
All right, let's see here. The Disneyland chapter is the best solo date besides Iku. Yeah, dude. And when you say Iku's, I assume you mean the one where she's like self-conscious about being too mannish. And seeing Iku wear a little like dress or was so goddamn cute. I was like, oh, such a rare little thing for her to wear. I loved that. Do you remember that? Or was it a skirt? I can't remember.
I might be able to find it, but yeah, I think he was trying to wear something girly.
Like, unfeminine piece of clothing.
Yeah. Like, oh, this feels weird. It doesn't fit. It doesn't feel like it fits, But Rentaro wants,
But he didn't, though. She thought that he wanted that.
Yeah.
Bro, they are. I really wish he didn't derail the whole stream just to find this thing for Catherine. It's not that goddamn important. He's still.
Well, he's a good boyfriend,
He is.
or a good them friend.
Find your own shit, girl. What the fuck?
We're streaming here.
Oh, Shadow Strike. Thank you for the lore. Let me read. I found this channel because of the tier list like 3 days ago. Oh, dude, Shadow Strike. welcome. It's so good to have you, man. Like, I hope you watch our reviews as well. I thought it was a bummer that I missed it and I was going to have to wait. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy. I really didn't expect to have so many viewers. I was like, oh, no one's going to come because I didn't announce this or anything. Yeah, I'm just over at a friend's house and he also totally caught up with 100 Girlfriends. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. Welcome, Shadow Strike. Well, Rios and I have been reviewing. Oh, perfect. Please keep watching them and please comment. You know, I'll try to remember to. Sometimes. Oh, you're feeding your cat now. Oh. I see. His cat almost choked on a hair tie.
Because they're like,
damn.
Here, you want a hair tie? Wait, don't. You want a hair tie? I'm like, don't.
And do Heimlich on the cat.
Sorry, I had to.
Okay, here's your earbud back.
I had to set up fucking Sinbad on the PS5.
Did you? Did you have to?
Yeah. Cat does not know how to work the PS5.
You know what Rue's doing right now? They're being their own rentero right now. They're being super boyfriend.
Yeah.
Super husband, actually.
Husband.
They got married in 2022.
Super
Dude,
partner.
should we drop the wedding photo? I was kidding. Docs. We should. Okay, you know what we could drop though is the picture of me and you JoJo posing at your wedding.
Yeah.
If I could find it without like showing all the rest of them.
We should have.
Where is it? Where is it, Rue?
I might have to look for it.
Okay. If you send it to me on Facebook, I'll bring it up. Because I don't want to accident. I know your wife does not want to be perceived.
I got round 2 of Mountain Dew. It's voodoo.
Oh, stop, dude. There's so much Mountain Dew. You're going to die.
Good.
Do you understand the unfairness of it all?
Let
Rue is
me
like
die.
this skinny little fucking twink, okay? And I'm
Don't squeeze me while I'm drinking.
I'm so sorry. Rue is a skinny little twink boy, and I'm a kind of a chubby boy. And here I am.
It's genetics, bitch.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Although genetics won't save you. No, actually, I was just about to say genetics won't save you from diabetes, but it literally will.
Yeah, life ain't fair.
Haven't gotten.
No, I'm over here.
Yeah, you don't get diabetes at 29, or whatever the fuck age you are.
Listen, my fucking cousin got diabetes at a young age, so.
Anyway, yeah, Shadow Strike. Thank you for Shadow Strike. Just found her channel 3 days ago.
Oh shit.
And was watched the VODs of our old streams, and they were like, "Fuck, I missed all the live streams," and then this one popped up.
They're like, "Holy
Isn't that
shit!"
awesome? Yeah.
The timing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Welcome, Shadow Strike.
Seriously, yeah. And like, I hope to see you comment in our reviews. I got to get better at responding to them, but I'll keep sending Rios over to respond because I'm terrible at that. Rios, respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice interpretation. I mostly thought of it as a gag, but you're right. It happened really often with Hakari and Yaku, for instance. Yes, I'm glad that you're appreciating my interpretation. I fucking love that. It's just so cute. A girl liking traditionally masculine things is very attractive.
Sorry, I was reading Carl's. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull.
Yeah.
Rin, probably.
You would love fucking Warhammer 40k. Like, he'd be all over that.
Life for Corrin right there.
Oh, we saved them from League.
Oh, dude, that's welcome. Oh my god.
This is clearly better than League.
Bruh.
Don't go down the toxic path, my dude.
I don't even know. I don't know enough about League.
It's
Rue knows.
Everything I've heard about League is that
I played it. I shit you not, twice. Uninstalled.
Oh wow.
yeah, everything I've learned about League has been against my will.
Oh my god.
Play Splatoon instead.
Because it was one of those things where like
Splatoon is for the gays.
It's one of those things where I'm like, all right, I've never played League. I keep like seeing things about League. Try
Did
it
you
out.
hop in and hear like 3 N-words instantly? I don't know enough about it. I just hear that it's kind of
Or like a Korean, the
I've
Korean
never-
version of M words because Koreans love League.
Don't Koreans like die at their desk playing it for like 3 days straight?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, I didn't have audio on. I would just see the text chat, like, who the fuck is in metal? I need you in metal. You're playing this character and you're not in metal. I'm like, Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I
you're
forgot we
good.
were connected there. I was burping and I was trying to burp away from you. So I'm being polite. All right, it's Maid time. Do you want me to cook first, or do you want to cook?
You go ahead first. Well, you go ahead.
Maid, more like mid.
Okay, maybe I should be doing the cooking.
Oh,
Like,
damn. Immediately.
I actually.
The reins were just, like, yanked. Like, nah.
Please, Rios, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Okay. So I did talk about this a little in the stream of it, but
Frantically
like,
pulling up his notes.
but yeah, like for the longest time, you know, I was always one of those people who was like, you know, people should live for themselves and, you know, not be subservient to others. So like maid characters were always kind of interesting to me because, you know, you normally if a maid is like a main character, their character arc is often focused on them, you know, learning to be less subservient or whatever. But interestingly, in the last couple of years, I've come to sort of like, what's the word? Like, I guess see things more from like that person's point of view, because there are people out there who legitimately
the Denji character arc right now.
Yeah, there are people out there who legitimately like to like serve. Like they're not doing it because they have like some deep trauma or whatever. That's just like their genuine like love and like when I realized that, it made me a little more.
No, there's definitely something wholesome.
Not necessarily servitude.
Well, we know that. Oh, so please go ahead. Yeah.
Well, yeah, just seeing that it's coming from like a more like an actual genuine place of like, this is what they wholesomely want. Maybe a little more. I don't know. I started to see those type of people in a different light.
Yeah, I mean, so like we know that, and basically Hakari, and this is another moment of her character where it's like she's not all bad, right?
Yeah, no.
Like Hakari saved her from she was starving on the street essentially, right?
Yeah.
Now, for her own self, it was very like, you're cute. Come work for me.
Yeah.
If you were ugly, starve, bitch.
Yeah, he was not shy about mentioning that.
But, yeah, I mean, for me, again, I wasn't kidding. Maid more like mid. It's just, I can't get into maid characters. I appreciate the love and stuff and the random rainbow eyes thing.
The rainbow eyes thing is intriguing.
Wild.
I think it's because the idea is that she so rarely opens her eyes, so when she does, it's got to be striking.
The Rinnegan.
I mean, in her first chapter, she actually can't manually open. Remember, she was like trying to, and it has to be like shock.
Yeah, she was just so shocked that opened her eyes like, what?
Didn't we get her eyes opening recently with that like cold to hot?
Yeah, it was like a near death experience.
The fucking parallels between that chapter and the foot massage chapter we just got. I guess I'm just not a big maid guy. Just like you said, Rios, I don't really care about that art.
I agree.
And I'll be honest, I think it's a little bit of a red flag if you're super into that type, because it feels very like, I want my girl to serve me. It's like, that's weird. That's a little weird.
Like a bang maid type thing. Like, come on now.
It feels very like,
if it's too much of a give me like everything that you like are offering, that's like at the beginning he was definitely like that. He started to realize there should be limits to that sort of thing. Like, but you shouldn't just be with the amount of time she's like, oh, I failed this task.
Kill myself.
Okay,
that gag is funny. The idea of like, oh, you need me to,
perform this simple task, and I failed.
Even beyond the simple task, like she'll promise to do like impossible things. Like Rios was mentioning recently that like there was a point where she was like, I will change my age for you. Like, what was the context for that? She was like,
it was during the drunk thing. You're like you're too young.
You're too young to drink. I'll age up.
She's like, give me a second. What?
So I mean, that's why mid, because and again, people misuse the term mid. Some people say mid as bad. I say mid as mid. Okay, when I say mid, I mean I don't hate her.
Like actual mid,
just middle of the road.
Yeah. Well,
like when I rate things 7 out of 10, it actually means 7 out of 10.
Damn right. And like for this series, a mid character is still a super lovable. Anyone that's not in F, I still like them as a person and a character.
Each character that, even if they're like low on the low on the tier, or like middle or high, each of them stand out in their own way. And that's why I really enjoy.
Except for F. You wait for the like 3. I got like 3 Fs.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if you
even
know
still,
that.
the Fs are like,
they're funny, I guess.
They can be, but they also, like, again, they still stand out. Like,
that's true.
That character.
Even in their Fness, they stand out.
Yeah. So that's why I enjoy like how each character is written.
My 3 Fs are, I won't go into like who they are right now, but I'll say like the reasonings. Like, one of them is just because their character really bores me. Like, I acknowledge they're a well-written character, but they really bore me. One of them is because it's a second trope that I already don't like, added on for no reason. And then Sue is the only. I've spoiled this already. The number girl is the F'iest of all Fs, and I just feel like she's just got no character. But hopefully we'll get to her. So Maid. Thoughts? Where you're ranking her, etc.
I feel like putting her with her master, honestly. And
Damn.
like,
well, she would appreciate
want.
that.
Yeah. Like honestly, yeah. I'm sticking with the story. I'm keeping it canon. Like.
But you feel like that fits,
yeah.
like you. So just as a reality check here, you like Nano and Kusuri better than these two.
Yeah.
And you like these two better than those two.
Correct.
Beautiful. All right.
Ooh, chat time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to Ted Cruz. I was about to fucking Ted
No.
Cruz about Iku there.
All right. Let's see. Yep. Unfortunately, I opened the league.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck
Ben
are
Red
you,
Bid.
Ben Red Bit? Get off of League. Hey,
Get off.
if you get off of League right now, I'll make you a mod.
What?
Maybe you have to prove it.
I'm sorry.
Shadow Strike XD. Mel is one of those characters who grows on you, at least for me. Wait, which one? Oh, May. When I said Mel.
Yeah, Mel. Like Project Melody.
Mel.
Oh, Project Dude. I've watched many a Chatterbait stream of Project Melody.
Yep.
You know what, Shadow Strike?
Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful.
You make a great argument. Boom.
I thought you were just gonna.
Blocked.
Hi, moderator. Jesus Christ.
There you go. Enjoy.
Please don't abuse it.
Yeah, I mean, if you abuse it, you're gonna lose it. Yeah,
You'll
but
be
no
jailed.
one has. We have to keep a couple people unmodded, so there's a point of having, syndrome line here when everyone's modded.
Yeah, everyone can't mod everyone. Who mods the moderators?
Ben Ren Bid, you get the privilege of being the peasant of this chat. We love you still. We love you. May is one of those characters that grows on you, at least for me. I know for some people she can fade into the background. I don't have a problem with her fading into the... May is the maid, I assume.
Yeah. Maid.
Oh, dude, you seem very chill. I love you. May does not fade in the background for me. How do I want to word this? I don't know.
I mean,
you know what?
she may exist. Oh.
Go ahead. Oh, no. I'll go. Me.
Yeah.
Sorry. let me cook real quick. For May, I think it's just that it's not that she's boring. It's just I genuinely think for May, it's just that this is not my type of character. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like among so many characters that are great, because I don't think she's bad at all. It's just this is one of those like among so many great characters, she falls to like a C or a D. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's repetition as well of
the second Maid is oh god, she's one of my 3 F tiers. Yeah, and we'll get to that.
God.
Yeah, it's like I already didn't want the Maid, and then you gave us a worse one. Yeah. It's literally like, hey, here's McDonald's. I didn't ask for that. Okay, here's like great value brand cheeseburger sliders from the freezer section. I didn't also ask for that.
Burger, double, triple. Sorry.
2 Sue enjoyers.
Oh god, they're spreading.
What is wrong with you guys? Listen, I say this as and Christ, you spelled it wrong. Point invalidated. Why are you not a mod, Rios?
Hold on.
You don't know. I thought you did like.
I could have sworn I did.
On me or something.
Enjoy.
Hold on. The fucking notification. So crazy how all your Fs are terrible days.
I think it's because I'm using a different account. I'm using like
the 3 Fs are beautiful girl, because her whole fucking character is beautiful. Second Maid, because her whole fucking character is I love the first
incompetent.
Maid. and then Sue, because she's retarded, and I say that as a retard. I'm sorry. I'm allowed to say that.
Officially diagnosed.
I got it officially diagnosed. I can show you the papers. High functioning, of course. What? No, don't even find
I'm kidding.
No, I obviously I'm memeing Bin Red Bid. Bin. Oh, that's gonna. I'm too retarded for that name.
Damn.
It's BRB.
Yeah, no, please, just because sometimes people can't read like sarcasm. I'm so memeing. I'm just enjoy having like
banter.
Banter, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read these last 2 and then go back to the tier list. Going to peace out, Luke. Yeah, he lives in fucking the UK, so it's probably like midnight 30 over there.
God, yeah. Good night.
We need a grandma who's a gamer. That's a hell of a character. Gamer grandma.
Gilf gamer.
I want the grandma from Don to Don. 69 views.
Pog.
Y'all.
Nice.
We pogging over here? Crazy how
I said that about me beauty girl in the Discord, you'd get lynched.
I guess it's a Discord full of fucking shit take ass bitches.
Shiitake mushrooms?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Those are so good.
In that Discord,
I'm trying to save you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm assuming that Discord is like the type of Discord where they love all of them equally because they're trying to be like Rentaro, right? So that means they don't have any opinions. So fuck them.
Well, damn.
I'm kidding. I want your views. Give me your views. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Bro,
give the views so you can hate them.
Yeah,
so
that's fact. I want the
comment down below how much you hate them.
Do you think I'll get like a Reddit call out post like this fucking guy deserves to be lynched?
Oh my lord!
Streamers.
Let's dox him right now.
All right, next one is Iku.
Bro, what if I get a 100 girlfriends Reddit mod knocking on my door in real life?
God.
Excuse me.
I am an agent of Rentaro.
All right, so Iku, let me just Ted Cruz real quick. Okay. Iku's still S tier for me. Again, like, there's something just so overwhelmingly hot about a girl who just wants it rough. You know, I mean, my God, you know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be sex. Like, I love smacking ass. Smacking ass is so fun.
That's great.
And imagine a girl who's like no limits on how hard. If she was cooking you dinner or something, and you walked past and like full strength smacked her ass, she would like come and then like be like, thank you. You know what I mean? Do you remember that story you told me? I won't name names, obviously. No, not a you and Catherine story.
No, I'm
your boss. And there was like I think it was your boss, right?
All right, so
please tell the story because it's very. This story is so fucking Iku coded.
It's one of those things where like it was. I can't remember if it
was he was hooking up with, or
I can't remember if it was my boss and a random girl, or like his friend and a girl that his friend was hooking up with.
Either way, tell the story.
Anyways, the girl was like super freaky, like during sex. I think it was after like a band show or whatever, or a concert or whatever.
That's where you find them. That's where you find the freaks.
And at one point during sex, she just says, "Punch me," and the dude's like, "What?"
Like, as hard as you can.
Hold on. She's like, "Yeah, punch me," and then he fucking just like
he like panicked and punched her.
Yeah, he panic punches her, and she's just, "Thank you." It's like, and he's like,
"Thank you."
He's like, "Whoa."
That's a distressingly common story I've heard.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Never again." Like,
yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it was his friend. It was his friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to escalate to punch, and it seems like, as far as we can tell, Iku has never escalated to that level.
Been on
she wants nice slap. Yeah. No, it doesn't have to just be the ass. It
seems.
Like that's her favorite.
Yeah,
obviously.
her favorite. Yeah.
Because the way her character is, she views it as training, endurance. I really liked her backstory because it put into context how she thinks of things. She took that like no pain, no gain, and took that personally, took that literally, right? So she views that mantra as law, as fact. So when she's feeling pain, she views it as character growth. I'm becoming a better person. Very Markiplier code. You've heard the joke about Markiplier's a masochist, right? Yeah. So I genuinely think like she has internalized that to such a degree that it becomes like pleasure for her. We even saw this as a kid. She set up like a ass slapping machine with her fan.
I'm a fan. Crazy.
Was it her brother or her parents that were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, her brother.
I think it was her brother. Yeah, because
talk about an innovator.
True.
Why?
But yeah, so like I love that like in her head. And by the way, it's even beyond like the kinkiness is not it, because if it was just that, she wouldn't be ass. You know, I'm not just a gooner over here. Okay, it's also like, let's be honest, very hot when you're physically fit. A fitness girl is hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like
the
tomboy looking.
Tomboy, broad,
girl,
masculine shoulders.
Yep. Like who's that girl on Twitter, like the lean beef patty or whatever? Like, you know, like
I haven't seen it.
The muscle. Wait, what? Oh.
You gotta keep in mind everyone's algorithm is different.
Well, I know, but she was famous. He was famous for being like a buff chick online, like a fitness.
Yoang Heron or something like that.
No. Well, I said like her name's like Lean Beef Patty or something like that. I just.
There's another.
I mean, if you've been online, like you've probably seen some girl, so the specifics don't matter. The specific.
Either way, like it's beyond just like the kinkiness of it.
Yeah.
I also just find it really admirable. Like I love when people push their limits and train, and like Allie's been drawing like crazy lately. Like she went through like this long stint where she didn't draw at all, and now she's drawing like every night. She gets home, she draws, she pumps it out, and it's like it's just like wow. You just look at them with such pride, you know. And so like if I saw her, obviously I'd be a little concerned if she was like out there all night, but I'd be like, man, she's so driven, and that's like a really really attractive trait, you know. Like and by the way, you date her for a couple months, you're going to lose some fucking weight because she's going to want to go on runs with you. And I remember talking about this with Rios, and he was concerned that she would, like, lap you. Yeah. But I don't get that vibe from her. I think she would wait and try to help you.
She would
actually... I think that was that before I... No, wait. Was that before I, like... When did I say that? Because that might have been before we read...
our first tier list. I don't remember.
Yeah. It goes after. Oh, yeah, I'll let you
go. Well, either way, I what I could see, I think she would find a way to do both. I think she would stick with you until you were tired, and then she'd be like, "All right, you go inside and rest. I'm gonna run like."
Because when she's with that maid, when you're with the maid girl in that chapter, like she was willing to pace herself.
No, like that is nice that she would set the pace, or not set the pace, but like match the pace that Rentaro or the other person.
Yeah. And beyond just like the the masochist element of it, like I genuinely think she has a passion for sports and fitness. She's in the baseball club, which we haven't seen referenced very much lately. But like,
because they got to get the funding for that.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, they got to get back on that baseball. At least a couple of these girls.
They all went to America, right? Like
America, yeah. Oh yeah, they're just trapped there forever. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, so like I love that passion. I would love to exercise with her. I would love, because I'll be like, this is something you and I have talked about this, and I don't know how you feel about this. I actually do get that runner's high, like, despite being chubby. I'm very lucky in the fact that when I go to the gym, the only hurdle I have to pass is that first like 10-15 minutes. When I first start running, I'm like, but then like something clicks once I've run like 10 minutes and it starts feeling amazing. I don't know if you have that at all, but like the endorphins really hit me when I exercise. See, that must be so tough.
Since I've actually ran.
Yeah. Well, because some people, like Allie tells me she doesn't get that. And I'll be honest, dude, if I didn't get that, you would never catch me exercising. If I just felt tired the whole time, I wouldn't have the willpower. Like I'm at the point where I don't go to exercise to lose weight. I go when I feel like shit. If I have a headache or if I have body aches, if I go and run, after that run, I feel amazing. I feel like I'm floating. So like I could totally feel like Iku is someone I'd want to date in real life. I could totally see myself getting into shape with her. I would love doing like morning runs with her, and she would like motivate me to like get out of bed and do it. And she's, and again the boyishness.
She's very positive about that kind of thing.
Yeah. The only downside to Iku is she doesn't have that nerdy element. She's like really sporty, right? I don't know if she's an anime watcher or a video game player.
It's about Dragon Ball
almost. Yeah. It's that either it's sports or it's the masochism.
And that's why Rin's better. That's why Uto's better. Iku's still S tier for me though. She's like low S tier. She was my favorite for a while, but she's been usurped by others.
I don't think she's ever been S tier for me.
That's fair. I mean, I'm particularly into the masochism.
Because honestly, I feel please
at least A tier. No.
She's there at B tier.
B tier. So you like Shizuka better?
Yes.
Interesting. I mean, I saw the sparkle in your eye when Shizuka was introduced.
She is so adorable.
You like baby girl?
I love little ball of sunshine.
Cinnamon roll?
Yes.
Okay, let's check the chat.
Iku was my first
good.
Iku was my first F tier.
But not anymore, right?
Well, I mean, she's more like F tier by default, kind of like. It's similar to how you feel about the Maid, where it's like, she's just not someone that I gel with. Like, I mean, I can appreciate her person and character.
Rios, not a woman beater. He can't bring himself to beat a woman.
No, I'd be willing to do that for the right lady, but it's just for the right lady. It's
fucking
more
suplexes EQ.
Like Rin. Rin just started to concern me, but he might be into some stuff, and I'd probably be there down with her.
You know what I like about Iku too, like. With a lot of the other girls, I would be worried to like full force smack or hit them. But with Iku, I have no doubt. I have nothing but confidence that she can handle it. You know what I mean?
Like, definitely.
I would feel safe using my 300-pound 6'3" body to fucking You know what I mean? Like, just absolutely destroy, like, fucking destroy. I want bruises on that ass.
Jesus
because
Christ.
she would love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She'd be like, these bruises are just evidence of our love. You know, that's
yes, because if it's consensual, it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I love it, and of course we'd have to.
You're
have
like,
to really hide those bruises.
Some ask, like, they pull aside and like, Miss, are you?
She wouldn't be able to sit down like, you know what?
Yeah, she'd have to fucking be like, no, I swear this is so consensual.
Like, yeah, I didn't fall down some stairs. Like,
I love anyway, but yeah. Again, I don't want to come off as like a psychopath.
Yeah.
This is only if it's a consensual thing, but it is objective.
I mean, it's a common. It's like that's a very common kink, I guess. You know.
And I would never hit like a real life girl that hard. Iku's like a superhuman. Okay, like I could like I know that she could take full force. Okay.
Let's see. Not 100% people are honest on the UFC, just like, indeed we will. I wish they would do more with her baseball side.
I agree. Hopefully we get that soon.
In Pajamas chapter. Oh, that's right.
Okay, so she could be like a. You know what? Here's the vibe I can get from Iku.
Fair.
Iku feels like a casual girl gamer, and what I mean by that is Iku's playing Animal Crossing, like during the 2020 pandemic.
Well, wait, I think you played like the genocide run on Undertale, didn't you? Like.
I forgot about that.
Because she's fighting Sans, like, the punishment.
That's right.
I actually don't remember that, but I'd have to be shown that.
Yeah,
I think it was like it's probably in one of
the Slumber Party one.
Either way,
wasn't that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I could see her being like a Minecraft gamer, an Animal Crossing gamer, a Stardew
or even
Valley
like
gamer.
I guess like also like Dark Souls, like any game where like it's incredible,
that
like incredibly punishing sort of.
I see. I don't know.
High
would
risk,
that do it enough for her though? Does she like mental punishment?
Oh yeah.
I feel like she would love fighting games though.
But only if you could attach like electrodes to her, where she feels the pain every time you get kicked.
Oh my lord.
Haptic suit.
Yeah, we gotta we can't leave her character without bringing up the gag that anytime something's gonna hit someone, she just instinctually
it just goes right in the
just fucking ass out pose, which is like a great pose for a woman to know instinctually. Oh my god, it's so good.
Say she likes defeating the weather in Minecraft. Oh, okay, yeah. Whether it's Momiji healing her or her playing video games or how hard.
Yeah, Momiji is her natural enemy.
Girl roll. Oh, my arm's hurting. I need to.
No, I know. I had to.
That's fine. Hold on, let me massage it. Oh, the wither in the Minecraft. Yes, so she's just like boss rush mode, basically. All right. It's very possible we end up having to do a part 2 with this. We can just do that next time we hang out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, beautiful girl. You know, I mean, this is one of my 3 F tiers, and for me, you know, she's just, I don't know, like, I see her, I think of Yumi Chika from Bleach. Do you remember Yumi Chika from Bleach? The guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm beautiful, and I will kill you beautifully, and you will bloom like beauty, and I find blood beautiful. Yeah. You know, I just have always found that character type very boring. You know what I mean? And, like, I'm not kidding. Like, she's one of the few girls where when her chapters drop, it's hard to even read them for me. Like, I remember there was, like, 2 chapters in a row or something of her fucking little fashion show or spelling bee or something with Mei Mei or or Nano. It was Nano. And,
it was a little fashion show with
and I just
Nano.
didn't. I mean, genuinely, it was so hard to get. Okay, so I read this series in chunks, right? I would binge the shit out of it. I remember I got to that chapter, and I just was like, I'm not feeling reading this, and I stopped reading it for like a month, just because like that was just like a natural endpoint. Like, and I stopped reading because of a chapter with her. I just find her chapters so boring, and because it's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you were to pick out one character and be like, your character is girl. Stereotypical girl, right? It's just like, I wear makeup and I'm a girl and I like pretty clothes.
And her thing is narcissism as well. Like,
she's gotten better. Yeah, like all of them. Yeah. I do want to. I'll put that out there, but I agree. It's just very. And there are things I like about her. I like that she likes Nene. I like that we see like an introverted, shy girl like Nene, and she sees the beauty in her. Right? That's really wholesome. She's not a bad person. I don't think she's a bad person. Yeah. She's just. I find her incredibly boring. I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I wouldn't want to hang out with her. She just bores me. You know, she reminds me of my sister, actually.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
The trauma comes.
Not even trauma. My sister didn't, like, abuse me.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, like...
So my sister is, like, the most boring human being on the planet. And that doesn't mean she's a bad person.
No. Yeah.
She's just, like, her personality is woman, girl, had a kid, now a mother. What's your hobbies? Raising my children. Oh, okay. What do you like to do? Cook. It's like, oh my
damn,
God.
some people like that stuff.
No, it doesn't matter. If you're not interesting, I have no time for you. There's only so many goddamn people I can make friends with. I'm not going to waste them on goddamn boring people, even if they're blood related.
All right.
She's only half blood related anyway. Yeah, that red drama. Different fathers, motherfucker.
Well, oh my God.
All right, well, speaking back to Mimi, there is, like, the writer is definitely holding in their pocket, like her backstory is, like, she's like...
20 years later, don't worry, guys. It's holding it in his pocket. He's waiting.
Yeah. She's from some poor family or something that sells like rice noodles or whatever. So like there's probably something there, you know.
That's a good cope.
He's like Sue. Like she has lots of potential for character growth. That just hasn't happened yet, you know.
Yeah.
In the 900 chapters that are gonna occur in this series, we're probably gonna get something.
Find out it's like some just normal family, like middle class family. Like, oh yeah, we're just normal, we're fine. That's just she's just the one that's like,
yeah,
maybe she's just like so tired of that normality and just wanted to be like just stand out. I mean, and everything.
I'm sure you could write something interesting where it's like I don't know. I mean, like I remember having, and not to say I'm like some fashionista, but I remember when I had this like awakening moment, like, oh, it matters what I wear, it matters. Yeah. How I'm perceived, and maybe she just had a moment where she realized she really liked being looked at, and that's fair. It's
like
but
being
it's
perceived, but like getting the attention and shit. But no, I agree.
This is just my. Go ahead, please.
Go ahead. I kind of agree with you in that similar sense of some of her chapters that she's in, where it's all focused on her, and it's just the beauty, and it's.
It feels like you're reading a different manga.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It's just reading like, oh, okay, this is kind of typical of what I expect. There wasn't anything that like was mind blowing or like
it doesn't have to be mind blowing. No, but like you're right that all these other girls, there's like something you don't expect,
unique.
Yeah, and
where
she just
I will agree with that. Like she does, she is very what you see is what you get.
You could take a character out of any other harem series, and
like she's not selfish, like
she's better.
Than
most.
Yeah, it's just hers is like above the rest, except for Nano.
So of my 3 F tiers, the only I don't hate them as people, except for Sue. Beautiful girl. I don't think she's a bad person.
No.
Second Maid, she's annoying, but she's not a bad person.
No.
Sue, kind of a bad. Listen, I'll say she just needs. She's the type of person that I don't. Her mental illness makes her a bad person, which is unfortunate.
Damn.
No, I mean, listen, I was a shitty person to be around until I started to learn how to mask. You have to. Society has rules, right? Like, you remember how annoying I used to be. You remember me embarrassing you in public when we were out. You know what I mean? Like, these are things that you shouldn't have to hang out with me if I'm being like that. You know what I mean? And so when I see Sue, can you imagine introducing your parents to this girl?
You were like two, one mom, one dad.
Literally, we've talked about this. I have a personal relationship with this because my ex, I met her on Discord, and someone's very different on a text chat than in real life. So you talk to someone on Discord for months, and you're like, oh, this is, I like her. And then you meet her in real life, and it's like, oh no, she's like super embarrassing and doesn't know how to like act in society at all. And then you bring her around to your friends, and she's like really embarrassing.
Yeah, like that meme where it's like I really appreciate that you didn't bring up X. That was really I really saw that was really hard for you.
Like I really appreciate that you didn't bring up your favorite number when you were meeting my parents, Sue.
I know that was really difficult for you.
She's just trembling, just gotta get it out, gotta say it.
Anyway, but beautiful girl for me. She's like the highest F tier. Yeah. Like it goes down from here. She's high F tier. Yeah.
I'm really debating on putting her on D because like she's not. I don't hate her character. It's just
She's just bottom of
bland.
Of
she's just kind of yeah.
Save F for hatred. Yeah.
Yeah. F is for like, I cannot stand
you. Must die. Okay.
Why do you hate us so much?
Pretty ableist of you.
Were born.
No. Okay, Kirby guy. You know I'm memeing for effect. I need to defend myself. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we come. So as someone, I don't know if we've gone into how much I learned and evolved as a person. I was like the bullied kid, my hair was messy and greasy. I didn't shower enough. I wore gym shorts to school. I was super fat and gross and didn't wear deodorant. You know what? Like, I've been through all of that, okay? And of course not a bad person, but like when you come out of that through therapy and learning to mask and learning to like be aware of other people's, opinions and like how comfortable or uncomfortable you're making people, when you come out the other end, you realize, oh, you kind of were being a bad person. But I do agree that you get a little bit of extra leeway because it's a little, I figured. Thanks, Kirby guy. I think I used to be of the mindset. I feel like if you go into it with the mindset of like, well, I'm mentally ill, so I can't do anything about it, and I'm just gonna be like this for the rest of it. Then you're never gonna fix yourself. Right?
She's actually like learning, and because
Sue, or who are we talking about? Because I don't think Sue's learning at all.
Yeah, no, me. Because like with her characteristic, like she may be narcissist. The people that she hangs out with, kind of again, help better each other. Humanize her. So I'm hoping in a future chapter it'll be a little better.
More development for her. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, she goes and runs every morning, so she's very athletic. I know, dude. Lay slurpler. I think the way Mimi goes about beauty is incredibly attractive. She puts effort. Yeah, so there's definitely...
because she doesn't... Because her... Yeah... For her, like, beauty doesn't just mean, like, physical stuff, Like, I remember mentioning, like, she's the kind of person who would call, like, a functioning economy beautiful, like, she called, like, a well-run corporation beautiful, like, it just means good to her.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that's attractive. I've always been more on, like, I think women that wear makeup every day, I think that's a little excessive. Obviously, it's more for them than for other people, right? If it helps you feel better, sure. Yeah. But like, I've personally, if I was a girl, I would be more on the like, I'll wear it for special occasions rather than every day. Like, I remember watching my mom every goddamn morning for like a half hour. She's doing her face all, you know what I mean? And she was a cosmetologist, so like, she wanted to look really pretty, obviously. But like, I don't know. I think that's too normie for me.
Actively works to buy beauty products with her own money, and we know she comes from a normal, humble family. We've seen, the tofu.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, there's a lot to read. Hold on. Give me a second here. Jesus, where does it end? I gotta keep scrolling up. Okay, here we go. Just check. She plays Smash Brothers, Minecraft, and Undertale. Oh wow. Yep. Okay, yeah. I mean, fucking then Iku back up to S, baby. I could play Smash with her, and then I could smash her. Absolutely.
Just because you can't handle feminine women who embrace it.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. I think you're I mean, I'll admit that. I like. I'm a big woman enjoyer, but I'm the gayness. There's two wolves in me, and both of them are a little gay. Okay. And it's just like that. I mean, that was one of the biggest. I remember. Do you remember when I like officially tweeted out like, I think I'm bisexual? That was a freeing. I think that was back in like 2022, 2021 maybe, and like it was after I started dating Allie, so I still have a free pass for one bisexual experience that Allie has given me. So any of you want to kiss, let me know. But Haru's got his head on the desk. But anyway, I realized this a long time ago. Like, my attraction lies in the middle of if masculine to feminine is the spectrum, my attraction lies right in the middle.
No, it lies in the heart of battle. Fuck you.
Yeah. that goddamn androgynous is just.
Oh yeah, androgynous.
Dude, when I play Guilty Gear and I see Bridget, I can't play that game without fucking every time she moves, I'm like, oh. It's so I goddamn love it. I don't know what it is. Whew. Anyway, moving on. But so yeah, I mean, feminine women are fine. It's just like, I feel the same way about hypermasculine men. By the way, I like right in the healthy middle of the spectrum. I don't want no jack dude. Unfortunately, are incorrect, and that Mimi chapter is one of the best in the series. Oof.
Oh,
and
damn.
This is why you're not a mod,
Wow.
No, that's okay. Hopefully one day I'll come around. Do we have any Mimi fans in this stream right now? So D tier for you.
I mean,
F tier
I don't
for
love
me,
her. I don't hate her,
Rios.
but I don't love her either.
What's the tier?
I think for me, I put her in like D between Sue and Kusuri.
Oh, how does it feel, Ben Red, Ben? That's 3-1, baby.
Oh no,
Oh,
not democracy.
Stay, please. I love your view. No. Let's see. And the Usa-chan bunny girl chapter where she tried to fill in for Rentaro. I definitely see. Wait, what? I'm trying to comprehend what they're saying here. Chapter where she tried to fill in for Rentaro.
When she was trying to
hang out with all of them. Is that what you're saying?
When Mimi was trying to like be beautiful like Rentaro and like accept Usa-chan's infinite love,
Yeah.
Like,
yes, I do remember that. And that was such a good chapter for both of them, right? Because, so Usa, obviously we'll talk about her in part 2 probably, but like Usa's fascinating because she's another girl, much like the foodie girl, whose problem could only be solved by a 30-plus person polycule, right? She's got so much love to give. They need
oh my god,
all hands on fucking
wonderful.
Deck. Yeah. But as Rios and I have talked about, Usa's wonderful, but she would be a goddamn nightmare in a world.
yeah, she is my other F tier to be put that out there.
Hey. It's one of those like
be too much.
But that's not really because I hate her. This is because like it'd be impossible for me and her to like be in any sort of like mutually healthy relationship.
This is objectively mental illness, and she needs to go to therapy. Listen, I remember when I first got into a relationship with Allie, like there was those first couple month jitters where I'm worried about everything, over analyzing everything. I'm like, oh, she didn't laugh at that joke, or she made a face there. Am I bothering her? Is she gonna start hating me? And she's just got that constantly. That recent chapter where she's like, I need him to need me. It's like, girl, dude, fucking, holy shit. Okay. Let's see. Her introduction, specifically the first half of her chapter, made me think the series is going to start going south, but she surprised me. Oh, the beautiful girl? Yeah. I mean, like, I at this point, I recognize that, like, every couple girls, there's going to be one that's, like, not my vibe, but that's fine. That's the beauty of this chapter. I mean, if you don't like one of the
they can't all be.
Months, yeah.
They can't all be your personal favorite. Like, there's 100 of them. Like, there's gonna be variation.
I think the fact that only 3 of them I genuinely dislike is amazing. Out of 30, that's crazy.
And we're only gonna get more.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude. The series is gonna be One Piece. Like,
oh yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm sorry, I just
pretty ableist.
No, I read Red Bin's fucking comment.
Dude, I love your moxie.
Yeah.
Is that
we need that kind of energy
here.
here.
Bid that's not a fucking moderator. I better mod them.
Too thin.
Characters are too thin to make a whole manga. A lot of the GFs make sense doing this manga, not a lot. But yeah, no, I think that's a point I've heard a lot too, or like kind of adjacent to what you're saying. I've heard people say a lot of these girls are so good that they could be main characters of their own manga, except for Sue, obviously.
I mean, they basically are. It's just a huge ass ensemble cast,
So good.
Yeah.
All right.
We got the Mimi. They also mentioned that Mimi.
Oh, what's going on?
When you're done with.
Do you got something to say?
Kirby guy also mentioned that Mimi likes to uplift people and wants them to be the best version themselves. Like
listen to what I was saying. Shut the fuck up. What's he trying to do? I don't know.
Wait, what's happening?
I don't know. Rue is cooking right now, and I don't know. Oh, instantly. Okay.
Sorry.
Without even... They were fucking twitching.
Of course.
They instantly drew made an S. Interesting.
I also consider her to be an S.
I thought maybe she was... I didn't realize that was an insta S for you.
Yep. We have a goth ninja a girl who crochets, like...
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, is that an S for you too, Rios?
Who's also super shy.
She's our first SSSS tier.
Is she? Because do you know that about me? Have I put her in S?
Wait.
I feel like she was high A for me.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I feel like she was.
Okay, well, let's have an SS tier, not an SSS tier.
I'm gonna
put her in.
I'm gonna go back. You know what? I will make an SS tier, but I need to go back to my first tier list that I made, the very first one when I caught up with the series, and we'll know for sure. And keep in mind, a lot has changed since then. Because this is one of those things that's constantly changing.
Also, I didn't mean to like interrupt all
no,
y'all.
I had no idea what the fuck you were going on about.
I was waiting for you to full screen it.
Because Rios was cooking, and I was trying to listen.
I'm just saying, Kirby guy, I saw you when we talking about how Mimi likes to uplift people. I saw that comment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. Like,
she wants people to be. She wants people to be their beauty. She wants people to, you know, find their beauty and release it. You know. I mean, she's single-minded, but she does what's something.
I'm still scrolling. I know it's. I tweeted it out when I caught up. Was it back in April? Oh, Cook.
Uto.
I love her so much. God, peak. Oh, please, I gotta find it, dude. I'm sorry. We have to know. Here, ramble about something.
Yeah. Okay. So we.
But yeah.
Yeah. Talk about why you like Meme so much.
Fucking Meme. Like, when I saw her and she was just this shy, timid, like goth,
found it.
Like goth girl.
I found it. And yep, A.
Oh, bitch.
I have her in
Damn.
A. I've
we
never.
were so
listen,
close.
I really do like her. She's not in S tier caliber for me. Damn. But A is still good, man. A is still good. But I'll make a double S.
Also, like, with her just all of a sudden being like just ninja vanishing out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I
think that was one of the first like freaking like almost supernatural girlfriends. Like I remember in her intro chapter, Rentaro was like, "Is this is this her like Nen power or something like that?" He's like, "I bet." Like he's trying to figure out which girlfriend would be the best counter for her or something. It was like, what is a shonen manga?
Yeah. It was just out of nowhere. Like, oh, hold on. Is this a trick? Is this is this? And it was just a thing she does. She just moves so fast that she tricks
the sheer power of being terrified
of being perceived.
I love that. And, like, I'll be honest. Like, I'll say, like, I really, really, really like how her character's written. And again, the only reason she's not S is because I have to save my peak favorites for S, right? Like, I've always loved her, but she doesn't hit the peaks of Uto, of Ren, of who else is S for me.
But again, it also boils down to personal preferences.
No,
as well.
of course.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, personal preference. I've always.
That's why this
like,
is your tier list. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. No, for me, again, I just have to differentiate between, because like when I see her, I'm like, oh, I love her. When I see Uto, I like, to this day, when I see Uto in a chapter, I do a little scream.
It's your fucking monkey brain.
My neuron activates so
whereas
hard.
My monkey brain is.
So what was I gonna say? Yeah, her character I think is so well-rounded because you have the insecurities thing, you have the ninja vanish thing, and again, a lesser.
And she makes crochet.
I was just gonna say that. So a lesser series would just have her do the ninja vanish thing with no explanation, but the idea that she's constantly knitting, so of course she's just constantly carrying around these things. So she throws them as a distraction and runs.
It was like literal like freaking substitution jutsu over here.
So canonically, what she's doing is she's just throwing that down, and then people are looking, and then she's running. Yeah, that's like as far as I understand, that's how it was explained. Yeah. So like she's not literally doing ninja shit; she's just that fast.
Yeah, and Rentaro's always knowing where she's gonna come next. Like, just pop out. Like, oh, you're here, you're there, you're here. And she's like, what? How? And I just love that characteristic of hers and everything. But and.
Do you love her practicing on a Rentaro crochet to kiss?
Oh my lord! The things that doll has experienced.
Why?
I think it was wholesome weird though.
Oh yeah,
I think it was like, because she did that because she, even though she's so scared, she wants to be able to have physical contact.
There was slight judgment, but not judgment to the point of like, what the fuck? It was more of like, I get it. So cute. You're working your way up.
And not to mention, he's so like thoughtful and like there'll be so many times where she realizes what another character is trying to do, and then she'll try to like help facilitate it from the background. And sometimes it fails or succeeds, but that's something that I really appreciate about her as well.
Yeah, and another thing too is the mystery of her eyes, her face.
Yeah.
Final chapter. That's what I want.
Yeah. Who would have thought the hentai protagonist makeup would look so good on a woman? Who would have thought?
Literally, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it's going to be? because I'm hoping that the final.
It's gonna be like the marriage scene or whatever.
When they go to kiss when they're getting married, she's gonna be like,
lift the veil,
lift my hair. I want you to see my eyes for this.
And it's only gonna be like him to see kind of thing.
Either that or it's gonna be the most beautiful like berserk level artwork.
No, it's fucking Mirio's eyes from
No,
from My Hero.
I actually wouldn't want them to do a joke. I'd want her to be
Pac-Man
beautiful
style eyes.
I would hate that. Do not make her Uggy.
That'd be funny. But no, like,
on that
like,
note, Uggy girlfriend
she
win.
Canonically have like beautiful eyes or whatever, like because of her parents. Like,
I just remember. I remember that there was that journalist that kept trying to get pictures of her.
Yeah.
I don't remember if has anyone actually seen them and like I can't remember.
I
think maybe
parents. And then like she kept like brushing him down or like
her
hiding
as
him.
a baby she was like.
Well, like Rentaro saw her eyes in her intro chapter, but I mean I don't know if anyone else is.
Did he like Awuga?
I don't. I mean, just
remember how
that's how they zing, but yeah.
Zing.
Yeah.
Oh, yep,
Like he fell on her. He fell on her like a fucking like a regular harem protagonist, and he was like all on top of her, and then like her hair fell back, and it was like zing. Yeah.
So cute. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to think of any other. Oh, sorry. You just like the vibe, right? Like straight up. Yeah.
She. Yeah.
I mean, also she's got that like. She also has that like.
Go ahead.
Well, she has that like like page turning gag where it's like it's like the apotheosis of the third wall breaking shit they do, where it's like they ended the chapter early, but
like run through the pages sometimes. You remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
Like they have to like
rip
down
Get
the
back
pages
here.
like after 50 pages.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, so she could beat Goku is what I'm hearing.
Basically.
All right, quick chat check. It's up to you how long you want to go, by the way.
Probably have time for one more.
Boo. We're not ending on the cousin.
Oh God.
You're basically gonna end where you and I ended on the
America.
first.
Let's end on America.
Okay, America. Fine.
Okay. Meme does not do anything for me. She can be cute sometimes, but isn't that funny? I did like her, that bit with her and Himika was prepping for the idol. Yeah, I agree. I agree with liking that bit. You know, not every. I don't think they all have to be funny, right? Like that's not what I'm ranking this on. Like, I don't read this. Like the comedy is part of it, but like I try to look at all these girls as like real potential friends and lovers, and like she would be a great one, and if she can get over this physical intimacy. I mean, remember when they were like watching a movie together? Weren't they like across the room?
Yeah.
Like that would have to eventually
But
change. And the fact that she's working on it.
Yeah, she is working on it steadily. And her relationship with Shizuka and Nano, how she's teaching the other girls to knit. Yes. I forgot about that. That is.
And that's more of the kind of thing that makes these girls feel so human, you know?
Damn. Very low on people's list.
Someone else say meh?
Bin Red once again.
Bro, come on, dude. Likes the beautiful girl, doesn't like Mei. That's crazy.
Because she doesn't wear makeup, probably.
I only want supermodels. All right.
Just joking, Bin
Red. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we need a diversity of opinions here.
Yep.
No, I want an echo chamber.
Don't worry, guys. You know, it's like, yeah, there we go.
Very good. I like to think my opinions are pretty. I mean,
I'm not
like,
up to date with the manga, but I'm seeing social anxiety issues have been a recurring theme. Yeah,
I like
that's a lot of.
That's very relevant to our generation.
They know what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes. That's gonna be an immediate
F time.
Yeah.
So can I tell you why she used to be F for me? But then I tried to remove the cousin element and like be like, okay, as a character, who in the beginning, again, like I only F'd here if it's like multiple things compounding to make me not like it, right? In the beginning, you had the cousin element, but you also had she was just annoying. when she was introduced, she was like, she was just
the organization,
an annoying fucking like narc, basically. Like, you like are dressed improperly.
Which is very relatable for me, but I can understand. Yeah, I can't understand why people don't like that.
Yeah, so that was just really annoying already. I mean, like, you're gonna come into this group and immediately be the buzzkill, right? I would already not like you, even if you weren't the cousin of the guy you're dating. But then she kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And then the mom thing with Kusuri.
No, that's true.
So she is a low D for me. She's right above F for me.
So I just set her in F just for the time being. Just because it's the immediate, and to as we talk, if I want to shift her up, I will. But it's just.
It's true though. I can't really think of like any big moment of her. Can you think of like big moments for her in the last like couple 100 chapters?
Not recently, but I always remember like that chapter where she forbade everyone from kissing, and like shit went down. They went crazy in that chapter, and that I love the stuff that happened. Like the fucking weird like like conga line they're doing around her, trying to like convince her to kiss, and like. That's something I do appreciate. That like I don't think anyone else could have pulled that out of the Rentaro family but her. But.
I did like the moment.
If I have any screenshots or anything.
What are you looking up?
I'm just seeing if I have any screenshots or anything.
Oh, so go ahead. Okay. I was about to say a moment I liked, but it was more of a naughty moment than a her moment. You already know the moment between her and Naughty, and that I really like the cops in the park. But yeah. I mean, she's just the only reason I D-tier her is because like I don't think her character is terrible. She's just very forgettable for me. And then the cousin element is just like, listen, all she serves to do these days is make me question Rentaro. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, you're right.
We made a joke recently because Rentaro he's got such a staunch record of progressivism and basedness. Yeah. And then in like 2 chapters ago. He was like, what did he say again, Rios? It was something like. Oh, I'm
gonna find it. I don't think I can.
Called her like a young bride, or like what did he? Do you
like he was definitely fetishizing like her.
He was into it.
It was in. You can right before.
You can take Rentaro out of Japan, but you can't take the Japan out of Rentaro.
Shizuka and Mary's chapter.
They love their cousin fucking. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not generalizing the entirety of Japan.
Wait, where the hell is it?
Yeah, what chapter was this? I want to find it, because it was one of the first yikes moments I ever had of Rentaro. I was like, no, Rentaro, you were supposed to be the chosen one.
That internal screaming.
Yeah. It couldn't have been more than like 10 chapters.
It wasn't a daily life chapter. Oh, yes, it was okay. It was in 118, or 181, sorry.
I was going to say, no shot.
181. It was 18 of 181, page 18.
Did we review it? I can't remember.
No, I think it was right before.
Bro, you ain't even ready. Oh, this
like
was
7,
cute.
Yeah, like middle school wife is the name of it.
This is so her, dude. This made me love her so much more. This is like, because she can't she wants to kiss him, but she can't figure out how to go about it, so she just does the weirdest shit. Like, nice lips, big boy. God, I love her. Okay.
I do love that shit.
Dude, the chapter ends with it too, doesn't it? Doesn't the chapter end on this fucking shit? No, it doesn't. Okay, bro.
No, I think it's like.
Are you ready?
That one.
Middle school.
That's the second to last or something.
Yeah, the fucking title.
Rentaro. No, not even just the title. Rentaro.
No, I know.
Rentaro
I'm just saying, like,
on some freak shit. Okay, here it is. It's hard to believe you're still a first year in middle school. You're much more like an elegant, mature wife. So he's doing the you're mature for your age. I want to marry you. Oh wait, Lord. We're already doing that. I'm just so happy. It feels like I've got a nosebleed, but for every pore in my body.
Yeah, I was reading them like.
What the fuck, Rentaro?
Rentaro?
Listen, he didn't have his morning fucking nut. He was in some sort of way mentally. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll say. Well, that's how we'll interpret this whole episode.
Tragically unfortunate, because up until this point, I was able to headcanon Rentaro's relationship with her as like basically he's just babysitting her, because that's what it always felt like to me. Is that that almost, weird uncle kind of pushed it onto him because the uncle is weirdly in love with Rentaro. You're the best guy ever, Rentaro. And I will accept no one but you.
Yeah, Rentaro is just freaking soulmate at this point.
Yeah. And then like
the uncle should have been the soulmate.
Oh.
Yeah, really. I would prefer that. I mean, they're definitely, the artists are definitely doing, like, they are making it look more mature. Like, we've seen it with the pigtails way less. It's like, okay, I don't,
but in this,
like, don't try it. Don't try to do that.
she looks like a
moment.
baby, dude. It's bad.
Yeah. The
silence.
Yeah.
Oh man, and listen, we can give him one. Okay, he's had 180 chapters of being a base epic Chad.
Yeah.
He gets one. He gets one slip up.
Everybody gets
one. Yeah. Never again, Rentaro. Never again.
You're on thin ice, mister.
All right, let's read the chat and then talk about America Ya, and then we'll sign off. Okay.
Yeah, that got a lot of discussion in the chat.
No, see, Meme is canonically the most beautiful girlfriend. Hold on, wait. Meme is probably the most beautiful girlfriend canonically. Yeah, potentially. Because even Beauty Girl is like, she got better. It's not her fault. She was a cousin. Yeah, I mean, it's the uncle's fault, right?
It's the author's fault. He's a cousin. Yeah, it's the author's fault that she's a cousin.
This manga, he's great. Almost dropped the series because of Chio. Yeah.
Same, bro. So I had a moment where I was like, because I was worried when I first got to that. I was like, is this the angle it's going to go down forever? Is it just going to get worse and worse? But I was like, no, it's too good.
More depraved.
I was worried, bro. I was real worried. Because
I remember when I saw, I was like, I was literally like, okay, author, the joke is over. You can show us the actual girlfriend, please.
Remember in that chapter, even Rentaro's like, not even just the fourth wall breaking, but to the uncle, he's like, can we not? Are you sure?
Yeah.
So like,
Rentaro's like, I'd rather not,
but then they zing, and now that's another thing that we got to give to Rentaro. He's locked in. If he chooses not to commit incest, she will die. What a situation to be in.
It's a Japanese.
Like, I have to date the underage girl, doctor, or officer. I swear, like she'll die if I don't.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese trope to have the cousin, mother figure, and sister figure element in a rom-com. Still waiting for the trap.
Bro, we all know that. We watch manga and read anime. We know that's
so I'm waiting for the
distressingly common
quote-unquote trap as well, but I'm hoping it gets a modern twist and they're like basically just a trans girl, which would be very cool.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I would love that.
Chio is mid to me. I agree, but less than mid.
Yeah.
My problem is that she's too normal. Yeah. Yep. And her whole she's just a normal girl. And then her like wow factor is that she's the cousin.
Well, also like whenever her glasses fall off, she like starts.
Yeah, that's a little.
Well, she regresses.
Yeah.
Which again,
that's another point against her. Like it's like I don't want to look at her as like child even more. Like
you're plowing her, and then like the glasses come off, and then she goes full baby, and it's like oh no!
Like I was already doing something fucked up,
it was
and now
depraved, and now it's worse. Again, the best part of her character is her dynamic with the mommy science girl. So like that needs to come back. Japan loves their incest.
But it doesn't feel as weird because she's crazy. Chio's thing is kind of being young, and his cousin, which makes it worse. Yeah. And like Lorenzo, Chio had a good chapter with Matsuri. Yep.
Yeah.
And she also knows Karumi and Maid, and she had her own adult date. So
middle school wife.
Blame the god.
Yeah, dude, the god of love. Cancel him, please? Yeah. Can we cancel him?
That's a good point, but
fucked up for like the dumbest reason. Like my favorite manga or
what's up, Blazing Boy?
Oh, that's like just this one.
Thanks,
Kirby.
Uncle is a better wife.
It's like a fucked up Russian roulette. Yeah.
Jigsaw's like.
I do love some moments where like even Rentaro's like, oh thank God I didn't sing.
Jigsaw's like in the other
room. When we saw Shizuka's mom. Oh yeah.
Do this joke. Jigsaw's like in the other room. There's a Tempur-Pedic mattress and your cousin. In your cousin's skull is a bomb, a remote bomb, and if you don't fuck her, I will detonate it.
Oh God. Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah, I can't argue, yeah.
We are great.
Pay no attention to the sound of me masturbating under the desk.
Do not.
All right. How are you guys? Good, Blazing Boy. There's also a Rue here. I don't know if you've met this one.
Hi.
You can go back in the old channel, Controlled Chaos, and we reviewed JoJo, like part 6, part 7. I don't think we touched part 8 yet. So they've been in old videos. Miss Natty Time.
Miss Natty.
I love her.
I
got straight debated when she first introduced. I actually thought it was a real teacher from America, and she was just stupid.
Yeah,
no, she was just a fucking Westaboo.
What a great her and All Might.
And she is arguably just stupid.
She found a Western VHS. And
her story is really nice to me because
is.
This is the same reason I like Uto, right? Like I love these characters that like just found their happiness and society was like, that's cringe. Yeah. And they're like, fuck you, I'm gonna be cringe if it makes me happy. That's such a good lesson.
Yeah,
you know what
especially
I mean?
Like with her parents. Like her parents are like, you gotta stop doing that. And she's just fuck you.
Fuck you. That was
it's so cute.
Shit.
Oh my.
I was like, oh, she must be protected.
And her like her moment where she, I don't know, because she saw in the movie like, oh, they're wearing shoes inside and they're drinking 2-liter sodas, and it's like, you know, she didn't just grow up in Japan. She grew up in like super strict, regal,
traditional.
Tradition.
Like her name, her actual name literally means like perfect Japanese woman.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Meanwhile, she's like, nah, free. It has to be free.
And I like that she just stands for what America should be. Obviously, it's not always that. So
she'd be so disappointed in actual America, but
and like,
which is what we must protect her. She must never come to actual America.
Because like, even if she like tries to drop the act, like to become a normal teacher, everyone's like, oh, well, class isn't really fun.
Fun anymore.
Dude, I love the chapter where like the other students that aren't in the polycule are like, what the fuck? This teacher is not teaching us anything. She sucks, and they try to get her in trouble, and then like they like rig the vote with their polycules. So like imagine you're like sending your kid, and the kid's just coming home like, one of our teachers is definitely a fucking fraud. Yeah. Like she's just terrible, but like
now it did turn out that because of her weird ass teaching method, it actually forces the students to actually pay attention. But
pay attention and really make
Cope
it entertaining.
As fuck, dude. Like she's so shitty. We actually pay attention harder. Because my teacher is
it's probably also her outfit. Like her outfit is probably also helping. But.
Yeah, which is of course only allowed because Hakari is the superintendent. Why'd you hire her? Because she's cute.
I'll allow it.
Do you remember everyone she hires? She's just like, you're cute.
You're cute. I like you.
Oh my god.
But no, like I love Natty as well, and just how like she's like all about the freedom, but she's still pretty like down to earth with things and can be like a like mentor for others when she wants to be.
I think I put her at A as well, and then it goes away, of course.
Like I was actually gonna like put her in A just because of that, because I just love her character so much.
She's always entertaining. And again, like my favorite part of this series is this like found family. We can be weird around each other, And my favorite scene, I will always remember this scene, is when she's trying to help Chio, the cousin. And my voice is... I'm glad we're stopping. My voice is like going out. So she's trying to help Chio with like, I don't know, were they bullies? I can't remember.
Those British delinquents.
Yeah,
like,
they were being British and like fucking like...
They were just faking. That wasn't even their accent. Just putting on an accent.
Yeah. But I don't know. These kids were being assholes to the cousins. So she's like, I'm gonna be an adult. So she dressed like that. She walks up to these children in the park and she's like, I don't know what she said, but it was probably
like, don't you be
hey, you fucking kid. I could totally, I don't know if she cursed at them, but she should have, because that'd be the American thing to do. But she basically started accosting these kids, and then like it's just like scene transition, the cops are there. Scene transition, hold on, let me cook for a second. Scene transition, the cops are there. Scene transition, she's walking up to the cops like, oh well, if it ain't the boys in blue, how you doing? And then scene transition. I'm actually Japanese. No, I'm not American. Yeah, my name's...
showing the ID and everything.
Just how she just immediately got like, no, I'm actually Japanese. Yeah.
And then Chio actually had to come by and save her and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. Like, why are you accosting children, half-naked lady?
I'm actually a teacher, I swear.
What? Oh my god. So I mean, are we ending here and then maybe in like a month or so?
We gotta read that, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then we get to come back to... As a reminder, may I just say, 6'5".
Oh my god,
6'5". That's 2 inches taller than me.
Death by snooze.
Yeah, no, she will...
Death
do you remember that?
Snooze.
Yeah, her name is literally Mountain Woman.
Oh my god.
That's a big
climb her mountains. Dude.
Or just to quote someone from Game of Thrones. Oh,
listen, can I just
woman.
say, I knew a very tall girl in high school. Obviously, I'm not gonna dox this woman.
Yeah, no.
But I definitely had like a mild crush on her, just because I've always been into like abnormal, very short girl, very tall girl. It's all. And I will never forget. I was in music class with her, so it was some kind of music. I don't remember what the class was, but we had to like come up with like a melody together. So it was like me, her, and like 2 other people, and we got really close actually. And she was like, she had a fiance, I think, at the time, or no, it couldn't have been a fiance. That'd be really early. She'd been dating him for a while. They were very planning on marrying, and I just remember like. She said that her mom made a joke where like if you're on top when you have sex, you're gonna snap his dick off because she's
holy shit.
She was as tall as I am now in high school.
Damn.
This woman was wow, and this boy was short, like shorter than you. So like it was like the Allie and me thing in reverse.
That's funny.
And so like the mom was like, you're gonna snap his dick off if you try to ride him.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear the mom say that, but she told us that her mom said that.
That's incredible.
That's burned into my memory because I was sitting there like, virgin me was like,
oh my.
I'll volunteer as tribute. All right. Society, I agree. Hello guys in red. Blaze and blue. I don't know if I said how I'm doing good, Blaze and blue. In the manga, Rentaro also ends up with Jigsaw as a couple. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Jigsaw is actually a hot woman behind the mask.
Miss Natty time. Oh, welcome back, Natty. I'm back at the car repair shop.
Where do you live? Not like, you don't need to full dox yourself, but it's like midnight where I am right now. Are you in like a different country? Genuinely interested. Like just, vaguities. Give me the country.
Also, oof.
Like I'm on Earth.
The Earth. The solar system.
Natty think of Donald Trump. I feel like
she wouldn't like him.
No,
because
God, no.
she would be smart enough to recognize that he's for taking away freedoms.
Yeah.
Because her whole thing is like America's about freedom. Oh, Asia, really?
Holy shit.
That's interesting. Wow, nice to have you here, man.
Cool.
Yeah. So like, I have no doubt that she'd be like, well, he's trying to take away abortion rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to kill your baby whenever you want is all about freedom.
Well, yeah, she's legitimately like freedom, like none of this fake shit we Americans do. Like
she would be for the 9th term abortion.
Oh my god.
She's like, yeah, that's America. Like post birth, if you get sick of your kid, you can just execute it. No, because that would infringe on the freedoms of the baby. Freedom's tough, man. Freedom's tough. She's around the middle for me. She gets points for making Chio better. Yeah, she does. Oh yeah, who can forget the wholesome relationship she has with Chio, Yaku, and Momoha? I agree. Oh yeah, what'd she call Yaku again? Something Granny?
El Grande Madre, like.
El Grande Madre, God.
The best.
Yeah.
Chio's solo date was good for me. Yeah.
Oh, looks like everyone's.
It was interesting.
As long as he doesn't, go awooga middle school wife,
Yeah, we got a bit more like a lead on her backstory of their mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's late. Glad we can stop for now. I'm getting tired, but this was fun. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone. I am actually so happy that all you showed up. So the next time we do this, so everyone follow. I have everyone's Twitters in the description. Rios's, mine, Ruse. Follow us.
3 R's right here.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's wild.
Oh my God.
Follow us if you are so inclined, and the next time we do this, we will tweet about it in advance.
Yep.
One of us will for sure, and then the rest of us will probably retweet it.
You guys probably will, since you're
But hopefully you can retweet. Maybe you can retweet it. Yeah, and it will be the same time. It'll be a Friday night, just like this. So hopefully that's a good time for everyone. This was super fun. You have no idea how much it means to me that we get like a consistent 4, 5, 6 people in here to like actually talk with us. It makes the stream so much better. We love you guys so much. Goodbye, Shadow Strike. Bye-bye. Seriously, yep. No problem, man. You deserve it. Carl Kepe, I feel bad for not getting. Now I feel I'm such a people pleaser. All right, here's the deal, Carl Kepe. If you show up at the next stream, if you show up in like a month from now when we do part 2, I will mod you. Okay, I want to see consistency.
Night, Ghost Tab.
Good night.
Corruption, nepotism.
Same with you, Ghost Tab. If you show up, just remind me. You'll get me. All right, I love you guys.
Not y'all.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to get in any final comments. 30, 29,
Do not.
28,
Do not.
27.
The clock is ticking.
See you guys. Good stream. Good night.
See you,
Love you,
Kirby
buddy. 26, 25.
Oh my god.
24. It's lunchtime. Oh wow. Enjoy your lunch. What? I wonder what Asia you're in. I don't know.
Don't guess.
Sushi.
Hey.
I'm just thinking of Asia foods.
Oh wow. Long
That's
Live
not.
the Empire.
That's not.
No,
wow.
no.
Oh.
I was reading what Kirby was saying.
Numbers rule.
Fucking nerd.
All right. 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 14.
You're counting. Love that.
You like counting.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Oh, before I click end, we are foes, but when it comes to ranking, I respect your opinions. Thank you, Ben Red Ben. If you come back, you get modded. Everyone that's not modded now, you come back a second time, I mod you. You see what that is? That's what's it called?
Audience retention or whatever.
The other one.
What?
Quid pro quo.
Bribery, yeah.
Bribery. Numbers woo. Goodbye. Excellent.